What up, everyone? Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, coming at you. So, if you like the Shiba Inu ecosystem, which is Shib, Leash, Bone, Treat, She, Shiboshis, Shibarium, and of course the partnerships, you're in the right place. So, let me quickly run through three things. One, Shibarium has been launched, but has been briefly paused. Okay, so it says due to Shibarium's immense popularity, we encountered unexpected traffic levels. So, I already covered that. So, definitely wanted to give you that. Number two, the Shib paper is out. Okay, the Shib paper has been released in two forms. So one is the abridged version, which is short, and it looks like this. In fact, the cover looks pretty cool. It says the Shib paper abridged Satoshi Kusama, looking like that. And then, of course, they have the other one, which is read the complete charter. That's actually what I'm about to get through for you guys, because I know that a lot of you guys, unfortunately, do not like to read. And this is absolutely crucial, vital, and important for the Shiba Inu army to understand. First, let me go ahead and I need to read something before I even get into that. So I know this is going to be a long video. So go ahead and grab a drink, go ahead and grab a little snack and enjoy the ride. So first of all, we definitely need to thank Satoshi Kusama. Thank you so much for publishing the Shib paper, okay, in its abridged form and in the complete charter form, for speaking to us in East Toronto, and for continuing to not let the FUD and fake screenshots slow you down. In fact, what they've done is hyper-focused Satoshi into a scaling beast and seeing how this project can absolutely scale. Number two, got to thank Cal. Of course, Cal, the lead developer, science and technology, big up. And in fact, the first person to alert me to the Shib paper. I did not know that it was out. So let's go ahead and just quickly, like I said, I want to read the entire paper, but before that, I feel like we have to do it justice, and this should be really part of the preface. So this is just the beginning. Blockchain belongs to us. As the Shib army, we are an organic organism greater than any one man, movement, or even nation state. As our own movement, it is critical to implement the above ideas in a proper way to set the proper financial foundations for the future. My vision is the core ecosystem tokens, Shib, Leash, Bone, and Treat, all performing their utility, while She slowly but surely becomes the immutable globalized exchange of value. Imagine a fish market vendor in Derbs accepting 330 She for his Dorado. Of course, transaction fees will be minimal, none when run on the Shibarium. I give you this and vision. Now build towards it. Love always, Ryoshi. And that was the last message Ryoshi gave us, right? So, of course, we have to also understand that there was the pandemic. So, further context. Now that it says 1 year ago, today, we released Shiba Swap after months of FUD that we weren't even developing a thing. LOL, proving the FUDders completely wrong. We pushed our way as a token into the top 15 of all tokens in less than a year since. We didn't expect what we didn't expect was a complete economic downturn globally, shortages in various aspects of normal life, and supply chain issues that are exacerbating the financial crunch absolutely everyone is feeling right now. I'm not going to play the blame game, but I will say that what is most important during this time is what you do to protect your mental and spiritual sanity, digital and physical assets, and family, community for the unusual times ahead. If you want to hear more about the predetermined agendas, quote unquote, or need to hear real stories, simply look on any controlled centralized platform to see the super FUD and issues that seem to be orchestrated at a high level. Moreover, I'll try not to be too esoteric here, but you can bet a Shib or two that the wealthiest in the world are using this time to their advantage. That is, Bill Gates buying a ton of farmland while the World Economic Forum pushes to lower nitrogen in farms for the Dutch. Anyways, the real question is, what do we plan to do about it? Simple. Finish Ryoshi's plan strongly. Why? This is important. Because the plan laid out by Ryoshi, our founder, is a strong one that will outlast most issues, as it is rooted in true ethical prospects of giving power to the people, and doing so with decentralized technologies and in real life projects. Let's look at the progress. All right. So the progress is actually here. Okay. This is the latest progress. Perhaps the most important crypto document to ever be published. on par with the Bitcoin white paper. Okay, honestly, like, I mean, I guess we have to give Bitcoin its respect. This is the second most important document in the history of cryptocurrency. In the history of cryptocurrency. Okay, let's begin. It goes a little something like this. The ultimate meme, genesis of the Shiba state, the Shib paper, shib.io. Shaitoshi Kusama, the ultimate meme, genesis of the Shiba state, the Shib paper, shib.io. First published on Shibarium Technology 2023, copyright 2023 by Shaitoshi Kusama. All rights reserved. No part of this publication may be reproduced, stored, or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, scanning, or otherwise without written permission from the publisher. It is illegal to copy this book, post it to a website, or distribute it by any other means without permission. Shaitoshi Kusama asserts the moral right to be identified as the author of this work. Shaitoshi Kusama has no responsibility for the persistence or accuracy of URLs for external or third-party internet websites referred to in this publication, and does not guarantee that any content on such websites is or will remain accurate or appropriate. Designations used by companies to distinguish their products are often claimed as trademarks. All terms herein that are original are trademarked. Are trademarks of Shib, Doggy DAO Foundation, and Shibarium Tech. This comprises Shib Year, Shib Day, Shiba State, Shib State, the Shiba State, Hounds Constitution, Shibison, Shibisanship, Shib Paper, Canine Code, the Great Canine Code, Interbranch Council, and any other original term herein. First edition, Advisor, Bad Idea AI, Advisor, Unification. This book was professionally typeset on Reedsy. Find out more at reedsy.com. To the Most High, I humbly praise and thank you for such divine providence. This work is dedicated to those who believed when no one else would, for those who went through the fire and appear singed but are unscathed, for those who toil for their progeny and pray for a better future, for those we lost and those we've gained, for fame, for fortune bestowed from the highest power, for those who know what this means, and those who will never understand. This, my gift to humanity. Hail Shib. I believe that should say, this is my gift to humanity. And actually, there is a small typo here, I believe. There should be a space here, another space. Let me see, right? Yep. All right. All right, sorry, guys. All right, contents. Preface. 1, Shib, a decentralized behemoth. 2, Shib is and will always be our core. 3, the Great Canine Code. Article 1, the 22 principles of Shib. Article 2, the technological responsibility. Section 2.1, Shibarium, blockchain interactions. Section 2.2, delegators and validators. Section 2.3, artificial intelligence engagement. Section 2.4, self-sovereign identity protocols. Section 2.5, technological stewardship. Article 3, universal equality and respect. Section 3.1, recognition of equality. Section 3.2, prohibition of discrimination. Section 3.3, inclusive participation. Section 3.4, respect for conscious entities. Section 3.5, respect for diversity. Section 3.6, assurance of freedoms. Section 3.7, upholding of rights. Article 4, nurturing innovation and collaboration. Section 4.1, promotion of innovation. Section 4.2, culture of collaboration. Section 4.3, recognition of contributions. Article 5, self-governance and empowerment. Section 5.1, principle of self-governance. Section 5.2, empowerment through technology. Section 5.3, decentralized authority. Section 5.4, inclusive decision-making. Article 6, financial integrity and transparency. Section 6.1, transparent transactions. Section 6.2, economic fair play. Section 6.3, equitable distribution in a capitalistic framework. That one right there, for some reason, I have to say this. I was afraid that was going to be in here, but I do have to say this, because this is Shaitoshi also saying, we understand that not only that every project in our ecosystem will be able to utilize these values, but where there is great success, the above must at least be considered. Based on global GDP, even a small percentage of thriving portfolios would allow us to implement this plan to an exponential degree. This in turn will give us the opportunity to shift the world's consciousness away from the greed of capitalism. Away from the greed of capitalism. And now I'm coming over here and reading, okay, that they're used. So this right here, honestly, it is a little concerning. This equitable distribution in a capitalistic framework wording. I personally do not like that. So, because yeah, in fact, if we need to name any economic system, maybe call it egalitarian if we want to go there, because the whole point of this is to definitely allow people to understand that this is away from greed to a healthier hybridized approach, one where people can still profit from their hard work and expertise, but know in their heart they are also helping move the community forward away from capitalism, though. So anyways, just that's my one main problem I have with that word being in this document. It dirties the document, to be honest. All right, shadow cats are the ones based on capitalism. All right, honestly. So all right, so section 6.4, community treasure. Section 6.5, anti-money laundering and compliance. Section 6.6, full reserve system and token exchange. Article 7, preservation of privacy. Section 7.1, guardianship of personal data. Section 7.2, upholding anonymity. Section 7.3, fortified data safeguards. Section 7.4, consent-driven data interactions. Section 7.5, cultivating data privacy acumen. Article 8, decentralized harmony and global interaction. Section 8.1, organic autonomy. Section 8.2, embrace of global diversity. Section 8.3, constructive engagement with global entities. Section 8.4, technological interoperability. Subsection 8.4.1, universally accepted standards. Subsection 8.4.2, decentralized infrastructure preservation. Subsection 8.4.3, data management and protection. Section 8.5, conflict resolution through dialogue. Subsection 8.5.1, open communication channels. Subsection 8.5.2, mediated dialogue. Subsection 8.5.3, respect for self-sovereign identity. Subsection 8.5.4, balancing autonomy and harmony. Article 9, proliferation of learning and knowledge. Section 9.1, open access to knowledge. Section 9.2, encouraging active learning. Section 9.3, peer-to-peer knowledge transfer. Section 9.4, recognition of diverse knowledge forms. Section 9.5, continual improvement and innovation. Article 10, sustainable development and conservation. Section 10.1, sustainable growth practices. Section 10.2, active conservation efforts. Section 10.3, technology for sustainability. Section 10.4, ecological education and awareness. Section 10.5, participation in global sustainability initiatives. Article 11, evolution and adaptability. Section 11.1, continuous evolution. Section 11.2, embracing technological innovation. Section 11.3, flexible governance and policies. Section 11.4, learning from history, preparing for the future. Section 11.5, future proofing our society. 4, Hound's Constitution Preamble, divine inspiration, guiding force, inception, core endeavor, immutable commitment. Article 1, time, the immortal concept reimagined. Section 1.1, naming convention. Section 1.2, order of classification. Section 1.3, void proposals. Article 2, composition of governance of society. Section 2.1, the quad token governance system. Article 3, genesis and evolution of roles. Section 3.1, foundational roles and collective expansion. Section 3.2, dynamic role evolution and economic contribution. Section 3.3, Shibarians as visitors of our society. Section 3.4, encouragement of active participation. Section 3.5, councils. Section 3.5, introductions. This should be subsection. This is a typo. Subsection 3.5.1, introduction. Subsection 3.5.2, structure and function. Subsection 3.5.3, proposed starter councils. Subsection 3.5.4. See, they messed up right here again, actually. Oh no, this is the same one. This is a colon. Okay. Council collaboration. Subsection 3.5.4. So this actually shouldn't be here though. Point 4, council membership. Subsection 3.5.5, terms of council members. Subsection 3.5.6, council inclusive participation. Subsection 3.5.7, checks and balances. Subsection 3.5.8, decision-making processes. Subsection 3.5.9, amendments. Subsection 3.5.10, council inclusive participation. Subsection 3.5.11, checks and balances. Subsection 3.5.11, point 12, transparency requirements. Subsection 3.5.13, amendments. Article 4, Shib branch of society. Section 1.1, the role of Shib token. Section 4.2, responsibilities of Shib branch. Article 5, technology branch and the role of Bone. Preamble. Section 5.1, role and responsibility. Section 5.2, composition and governance. Section 5.3, the technological standards and principles. Section 5.4, continue education and research. Section 5.5, technological justice and ethics. Section 5.6, diplomacy and external relations. Section 5.7, preservation and future progression. Article 6, protection and policy branch. Section 6.1, role and responsibilities. Section 6.2, policy formulation. Section 6.3, checks and balances. Section 6.4, protectors of decentralization. PODs. Ooh, I like that. PODs, protectors of that's ready for it to be a hip hop crew right there. The PODs. Section, so it should be subsection, I feel. So maybe because it's a preamble. All right, so subsection 6.4.1, rigorous auditing. Section 6.5, reporting violations. Section 6.6, systemic improvements. Section 6.7, the right to privacy. Section 6.8, check and balance role. Article 7, the innovation branch. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, see these sections right here are subsections, and down here they're not subsections when it comes to Bone and the other. So just something to be aware of. Maybe I should write to them. Article 7, the innovation branch. Section 7. Role and composition. Section 7.2, duties and responsibilities. Section 7.3, voting and decision-making processes. Section 7.4, innovation initiatives and treat tokenomics. Section 7.4.1, so that should be subsection, right? Treat tokenomics. Advisory boards for strategic direction. Subsection 7.4.2, incubators for nurturing talent and ideas. Subsection 7.4.4, special councils for resource coordination and execution. Section 7.6, admission of new institutions. Section 7.7, responsibility towards society. Section 7.8, checks and balances. Article 8, amendment process. Section 8.1, proposal. Section 8.2, review. Section 8.3, debate. Section 8.4, voting. Section 8.5, presidents. Subsection 8.51, upholding decentralization principles. Subsection 8.5.2, role, eligibility, and qualifications. Subsection 8.5.3, duties and responsibilities. Subsection 8.5.4, accountability mechanisms. Subsection 8.5.5, succession planning. Subsection 8.5.6, term limits. Subsection 8.5.7, compensation and incentives. Subsection 8.5.8, crisis management. Subsection 8.4.1.9, transparency communication. This right here is another typo. It needs to say section 5.9 maybe. And this one should be section 8.6, implementation. I don't know what's going on here. So Article 9, they got to hire me to proofread this before they release it, man. Ratification. Section 9.1, ratification process. Section 9.2, role of branches. Section 9.3, outcome. Article 10, declaration of rights. Section 10.1, equality. Section 10.2, freedom of expression and belief. Section 10.3, access to resources. Section 10.4, protection under the law. Section 10.5, responsibilities. Article 11, validators and delegators. Section 11.1, definition. Section 11.2, becoming a validator. Section 11.3, validator responsibilities. Section 11.4, becoming a delegator. Section 11.5, delegator responsibilities. Section 11.6, dynamic validator set. Section 11.7, validator and delegator rewards. Section 11.8, governance. Article 12, institutional structure, preamble. Section 12.1, definition. Section 12.2, scope. Section 12.3, charter. Section 12.4, financial management. Section 12.5, joining the system. Section 12.6, community impact. Article 13, cross-branch initiatives to ensure perpetual decentralization. 13, cross-branch committees. So right here, they didn't even put section. I don't know what's going on with you people. Come on, you got to be consistent. And these are subsections at that. Because look, this is a section, but then this is section 13.1, cross-branch committees. Subsection 13.1.1, composition. Subsection 13.1.2, appointment and tenure. Subsection 13.1.3, scope and function. Subsection 13.1.4, working mechanisms. Subsection 13.1.5, reporting and transparency. Subsection 13.1.6, dissolution and rotation. Subsection 13.1.7, conflict resolution. Section 13.2, inter-branch auditing. Subsection 13.2.1, purpose. Subsection 13.2.2, auditing entities. Subsection 13.2.3, auditing process. Subsection 13.2.4, reporting. Subsection 13.2.5, action on findings. Subsection 13.2.6, auditing frequency. Section 13.4, appointment of cross-branch committee members. Subsection 13.3.1, implementation of meritocracy. Subsection 13.3.2, universality of the karma and reputation system. Section 13.4, cross-branch collaborations. Subsection 13.4.1, project-based collaborations. Subsection 13.4.2, inter-branch initiatives. Subsection 13.4.3, collaboration problem solving. Subsection 13.4.4, decision-making process. Section 3.5, transparency and accountability in cross-branch collaborations. Oh, and look, right here, they put 3.5 instead of section 13.5. Come on, man. You guys can't be messing this up. Better fix it for the book. Once the book comes out, I mean, obviously, I'm an expert at catching this. You know what I mean? I've always been talented at being a proofreader, but I'm just saying, I didn't think I was going to be working right now. Subsection 13.5.1, open communication. Subsection 13.5.2, documentation and archiving. Subsection 13.5.3, independent audits. Subsection 13.5.4, grievance redressal. Subsection 13.5.5, feedback and improvement. Section 13.6, evolution of cross-branch collaborations. Subsection 13.6.1, learning from experience. Subsection 13.6.2, adapting to change. Subsection 13.6.3, fostering innovation. Subsection 13.6.4, celebrating diversity and inclusion. Subsection 13.6.5, future forward approach. Section 13.7, dispute resolution and cross-branch collaborations. Subsection 13.7.1, mediation. Subsection 13.7.2, arbitration. Subsection 13.7.3, voting. Subsection 13.7.4, role of protection branch. Subsection 13.7.5, continuous improvement. 5, institutions informational guide. That's funny. Article 1, introduction. 1.1, purpose of the institution's document. 1.2, definitions. Article 2, proposal submissions. 2.1, vision and mission. 2.2, value proposition. 2.3, business plan. 2.4, governance structure. 2.5, risk assessment and mitigation. Article 3, evaluation and approval process. 3.1, initial review. 3.2, community feedback and presentation. 3.3, question and answer and committee deliberation. 3.4, voting. 3.5, notification. 3.6, appeal process. Article 4, and this Article 4 needs to be spaced out over here. You see how this is right here? Okay, come on, my people. It's just got to be perfect. Governance of institutions. 4.1, institutional board. 4.2, board accountability. 4.3, regular reporting. 4.4, institutional audits. 4.5, community engagement. 4.6, dispute resolution. Section 5, oversight and conflict resolution. 5.1, regular monitoring. 5.2, conflict resolution. 5.3, penalties for non-compliance. Should compliance be capitalized here? I think so. 5.4, no, what did I just do? No, I don't know what the hell I did. This looks ass. Penalties. All right, hold on. I got this, my people. Hold on. Sorry about that. Bro, what the hell happened to this? I'm so sorry, my people. What happened? Why does it look like this now? This is whack. Go back. Control C. Oh, shit, that's how it is. Oh, I don't even think you guys can see this one now. Oh. All right, guys. Sorry about this, man. That sucks that this happened. I double clicked it and something messed up over here. All right, here it is. All right, it just shot me all the way over there. I guess if you click that, that's what it was. It just shoots you all the way over there. So where was I? My goodness, sorry about that, my peoples. I was like on 5. So evaluation process. Let me see article information. Oh, there's that's where it was. Okay, all right, we back. So yeah, because I was just saying that this article has to be actually spaced in, and it's not indented. Okay, so section 5, oversight resolution. Where was that? That was like this. Section 5, oversight. All right, we'll just start on section 5. So regular monitoring, 5.1, regular 5.2, conflict resolution, 5.3, penalties for non-compliance. Oh yeah, and this has to be capitalized. 5.4, protectors of decentralization. I really like that. Subsection 5.4.1, auditing of protectors of decentralization. Section 6, institution dissolution. 6.1, voluntary dissolution. 6.2, involuntary dissolution. 6.3, dissolution procedure appeal. 6.5, aftermath. 6.6, reapplication. Section 7, and this should actually be here. It shouldn't be out here. This should be inside. Section 7, changes to the institution structure. 7.1, proposal for change. 7.2, evaluation of proposal. 7.3, voting. 7.4, implementation of change. 7.5, review. Section 8, periodic review of continuous improvement. 8.1, annual review. 8.2, feedback collection. 8.3, continuous improvement process. 8.4, sharing of best practices. 6, citizenship. 7, amending the Shib paper. Preamble. Article 1, proposal of amendments. Section 1.1, citizen rights. Section 1.2, formal proposal. Section 1.3, public discussion. Article 2, voting on amendments. Section 2.1, this needs a space in between the N and the 2. Legislative role. Section 2.2, supermajority role. Section 2.2, additional approval. Section 2.4, transparency. Article 3, implementing amendments. Section 3.1, implementing timeframe. Section 3.2, record of amendments. Article 4, protection of fundamental rights. Section 4.1, inviolability. 8, emergency protocols of the decentralized society of what? Is it supposed to be like this? Preamble. Article 1, emergency identification and notification. Article 2, emergency powers. Article 3, emergency response teams. Article 4, recovery and review. Article 5, continuity plans. 9, perpetuity of the decentralized state of Shibisins. Preamble. Article 1, collective duty for perpetuity. Article 2, autonomous and decentralized governance. Article 3, adaptability and evolution. Article 4, continuous education and enlightenment. Article 5, sustainable and responsible practices. Article 6, resilience and security. 10, financial code of the decentralized state of Shibisins. Preamble. Article 1, full reserve system. Article 2, multiple currency revenue. Article 3, community grants and loans. Article 4, financial transparency and anonymity. Article 5, sustainable financial practices. 11, global analytics document. Preamble. Article 1, Great Minds Framework Analytics. Section 1.1, governance. Section 1.2, rules. Section 1.3, economy. Section 1.4, area. Section 1.5, technology. Section 1.6, membership. Section 1.7, infrastructure. Section 1.8, nationhood. Section 1.9, diplomacy. Section 1.10, security. Final words from the author, about the author, also by the author. Preface. Ryoshi would always tell us to zoom out, so we did. In fact, in the grand symphony of existence, it is with a heart brimming with hope and hands steady with purpose that we inscribe upon the canvas of our collective consciousness this profound conceptual novel and patent pending economic model. This paradigm shifting blueprint envisions the emergence of an unending, universally decentralized society that encompasses the vast expanse of our precious earth, resonating in both the tangible realm and the nebulous world of digital frontiers. It envisions a world controlled by te people, as Ryoshi would say. His vision has now evolved into a magnificent manuscript that is not just an embodiment of a new economic system, it is a beacon radiating the promise of global harmony, an ode to the pulsating rhythm of unity, a dream painted in the iridescent colors of peace, a peace so profound that it ripples cascades across our shared human experience, breaching the confines of nations and eroding the walls of discord that have cast long shadows upon our history. And yet, this intricate map to universal equanimity also serves as a gateway to the digital revolution. So this says to a digital revolution or to the digital, to a right. A voice, that's another typo, gotta fix it. A voyage into the expanse of crypto that encompasses wealth and technology, but can also disrupt so much more. This crypto revolution, as we envision it, is about our God-given innate right to govern ourselves. It is about asserting our individual entities in an increasingly interconnected world and about selectively disseminating our personal data and unique narratives across a vibrant tapestry of protocols, modules, systems, businesses, and projects that benefit the self-sovereign person and the collective system as well. We will use this malleable map to collect and maximize the wealth that seems to slip through our tired fingers like sand, while having complete control over the technology we use on a daily basis. Though we describe this design as a fully realized, decentralized entity, it beckons to the collective energy and engagement of a specific fellowship, a harmonious army of kindred spirits we affectionately call the Shib Army. To these esteemed individuals, I entrust the role of stewards and ambassadors of a remarkable standard, the Shiba Inu brand. In this choreography of change, you, the Shib Army, are the dancers entrusted with bringing this vision to life. Your steps, bathed in the light of your shared purpose, will trace the outlines of this grand design, and in your dance, the world will glimpse the promise of a new dawn. Thus, I invite you to step onto this stage we call life, and in the rhythm of unity, let us create a symphony of sustainable decentralization, a ballad of world peace, and an ode to the infinite potential of Shiba Inu. Sincerely, the Shibisan Founding Council. Shib, a decentralized behemoth. At our core exists an emerging decentralized society, drawing from timeless elements that have sustained civilizations for ages. In establishing this refreshed framework, we transcend the limitations of classic centralization. We're championing a decentralized order poised not merely to persevere, but to flourish with a vigor echoing that of its esteemed predecessors. Note that we do not seek to dismantle these fundamental centralized structures, but to fork them, to adopt their essence, enhance and adapt them to serve a world that craves both independence and interconnection. Yet, in our pursuit of evolution, we are ever mindful of the pressing challenges our shared home, this earth, faces. And hence, we weave into the very fabric of our foundational charter sophisticated systems, ingenious protocols, progressive policies, and distinctive roles. These elements stand poised to grapple with and remedy many of our global dilemmas. Moreover, by integrating advanced technology, innovative business models, robust communication systems, and unique operational methods, we've crafted a governance system that's both flexible and verifiable. This system is poised to not only manage our global territory, but also to assert our unequivocal right to engage with other progressive states on the international stage. As we establish ourselves within this new paradigm of community, we anticipate its impeccable design will draw attention. Thus, we stand on the precipice of becoming one of the largest, most diverse, and most powerful communities on the globe. Our journey does not end here. Rather, this is but the dawn of a new era. We stand hand in hand as the architects of a new world order, as the guardians of a future where justice, technology, governance, and community converge to create an entity previously unimaginable. Join us, become a part of this decentralized revolution, and together let us shape not just our future, but the future of generations yet unborn. Shib is and always will be our core charter. Our heartbeat, our collective rhythm resonates in one token, Shib. With thousands of retailers worldwide that accept Shib and its current top 15 rank, while being up 15 million% as of the drafting of this charter in its lifetime, solidifying it as one of the greatest currencies in the history of mankind. This token's deflationary nature, alongside the perpetual nature of this system, does not ensure its value will increase, but does ensure its circulation will decrease. Shib is our flag, our beacon in the wilderness, our guiding light since the genesis of this grand experiment. It is therefore fitting that it takes on a new yet critical role in our governance, acting as the voice of the community in many decisions. When Shib is utilized in democratic voting, every Shibisan, regardless of the magnitude of their Shib holdings, can wield their voice as long as they hold one Shib. Their individual vote becomes a thread in the grand tapestry of our decision-making process. The Canine Code, the Great Canine Code. Preamble. We stand at the intersection of the physical and the digital, twin realms of our decentralized existence. We, the Shibisans of this new global society, imbue life into this great canine code, serving as our compass. This code harmonizes our actions, embodies our respect for fairness, and champions equal participation across the tangible and the intangible dimensions of our world. This code, an amalgamation of timeless wisdom and progressive technologies, is more than just a set of rules. It is our shared path toward a future defined by inclusivity, balance, and collective prosperity. There are many unique roles and responsibilities that will be intricately woven into the fabric of our decentralized society. There are also two statuses. The first is a Shibarian. This person is an explorer, a pathfinder, who navigates the vast expanse of the Shibarium network. They stride forth into the brave new world we are building, equipped with the conviction of their beliefs and the potential of this platform. For transactions, they use Bone. The system benefits and welcomes these Shibarians, equivalent to tourists or visitors in other nation states. Yet, within our midst are the Shibisans, diverse entities committed to upholding the norms and laws of our distinctive community. A Shibisan might manifest as a DAO, a bot, an artificial intelligence, an individual, a business, or even a specific piece of hardware, software, protocol, or system. Their unity is derived from a steadfast adherence to our Shib paper and canine code. In recognition to this commitment, they are conferred the esteemed Shibicenship, a credential laden with privileges. However, it's worth noting that this Shibicenship, while valuable, can be revoked if circumstances deem it necessary. Article 1, the 22 Principles of Shib, Preamble. As we embark on this shared journey, it is imperative to recognize the ethical framework that underpins our society. Grounded in principles of harmony, justice, and mutual respect, we outline the following set of guidelines for all Shibicens. 1. Transparency in action. Every Shibicen is expected to uphold the highest standards of honesty and integrity, which lay the groundwork for mutual trust and collective harmony. 2. Digital respect. We acknowledge and respect each Shibicen's sovereignty over their digital identities, assets, and intellectual property. 3. Physical and digital nonviolence. We collectively pledge to refrain from causing harm or discomfort, be it in physical interaction or digital transactions. 4. Cherishing life. Respect for life extends beyond the physical realm into the digital. Each Shibicen's unique existence and contributions are to be cherished and protected. 5. Equity. We uphold fairness and justice in all decision-making processes and distribution of resources to ensure that each Shibicen's voice is heard and their contributions recognized. 6. Compassion. We practice empathy and understand in all interactions, fostering a spirit of support and compassion. 7. Sustainable practice. We advocate for sustainable use of resources, both in physical and digital realms, ensuring our actions today do not compromise the future. 8. Truthfulness. We adhere to truthfulness in all our transactions, interactions, and representations, building a society based on trust. 9. Collective participation. Every Shibicen is encouraged to actively participate in societal affairs, reinforcing the ethos of our community. 10. Adaptive learning. We strive to constantly learn, adapt, and improve while embracing changes for the betterment of our society. 11. Custodians of peace. Each Shibicen is entrusted with the responsibility of fostering peace, resolving conflicts through dialogue, and contributing towards a harmonious global society. 12. Endeavor to enlighten. Every Shibicen is expected to share knowledge and enlighten others, fostering a culture of growth and mutual learning. 13. Respect for all. We maintain an environment of respect and inclusion, celebrating diversity in all its forms and ensuring equal treatment for all Shibicens. 14. Stewardship. Each Shibicen is a steward of our society, expected to take care of and contribute towards the well-being of our community and its shared resources. 15. Protection of privacy. We are committed to upholding and protecting the privacy of every Shibicen, respecting individual rights in the digital and physical realm. 16. Balance. We strive to maintain a balance between individual freedoms and societal responsibilities, ensuring the well-being of each Shibicen without compromising the collective well-being. 17. Harmony with nature. We pledge to respect and protect the natural environment, integrating sustainable practices in our societal operations. 18. Accountability. Every Shibicen is accountable for their actions, ensuring responsibilities are met and contributions are made towards the growth of our society. Consequences such as loss of Shibicen status are also possible. 19. Freedom of expression. We uphold freedom of expression, fostering an environment where each Shibicen can share their views and ideas. 20. Security. We fight for the safety and security of all Shibicens, protecting their digital and physical well-being against threats and vulnerabilities. 21. Community care. We commit to taking care of one another, offering assistance and promoting well-being for all Shibicens. 22. Perseverance. We promote a spirit of resilience and perseverance, encouraging each Shibicen to face challenges with courage and determination. These principles act as a guiding compass, setting the ethical and behavioral framework that promotes peace, harmony, and mutual respect among Shibicens. Article 2. Technological responsibility. Section 2.1. Shibarium, blockchain interactions. Right to access. Each Shibicen has the right to access, contribute to, and benefit from the society's L2 blockchain, Shibarium. Standards. Interactions on the blockchain must adhere to the highest levels of integrity and accuracy, recognizing its immutable nature. Section 2.2. Delegators and validators. Proof of stake mechanisms. Our blockchain employs a proof of stake consensus mechanism, which necessitates the roles of delegators and validators. Delegators, Shibisons who allocate their tokens to validators to ensure network security and transaction validation. They share the rewards from their chosen validators and play a pivotal role in selecting validators, thus strengthening network decentralization and security. Validators, Shibisons, who operate nodes to verify transactions and incorporate them into the blockchain. They are essential for the network security and efficiency. Validators receive network rewards for their services. Validator criteria will become increasingly stringent as our network grows to ensure competence and trustworthiness. Section 2.3, Artificial Intelligence Engagement. Principles of engagement. While embracing AI, we must prioritize fairness and transparency, abstaining from using it for undue personal advantage or manipulation. AI system standards. Our AI systems should be unbiased, transparent, and equitable. Proper utilization of AI can pave the way for unprecedented innovations. Section 2.4, Self-Sovereign Identity Protocol. Digital ownership. Shibison exclusively own their digital identities. Shibisons exclusively own their digital identities. Use of identity. While Shibisons have the authority to dictate the use of their personal information, they must refrain from misrepresentations, identity theft, or encroaching on others' digital identity. Section 2.5, Technological Stewardship. Shared responsibility. Every Shibison is responsible for the upkeep, enhancement, and security of our technological society. Equitable access. We are obligated to provide equal access to these technologies, ensuring comprehensive participation from all Shibisons. Concluding note, within our governance framework, Bone token holders bear a heightened responsibility for the upkeep, advancement, and security of our society's technological backbone compared to the other roles. By steadfastly adhering to these principles of technological responsibilities, we do not only fortify our society's technological bedrock, but also promote the collective welfare, empower every Shibison, and bolster our shared journey towards harmony and advancement. Article 3, Universal Equality and Respect. Preamble. In our vibrant and inclusive society, equality stands as the foundational pillar guiding our interactions and relationships. We recognize and celebrate the spectrum of intelligence and consciousness among us, encompassing humans, artificial intelligence, distributed autonomous organizations, and more. Section 3.1, Recognition of Equality. Inherent rights. Every Shibison, irrespective of their unique form, possesses an unassailable right to equality. No discrimination. Our society remains impartial and unbiased, not differentiating based on physical manifestation, intelligence category, functionality, or any other distinguishable trait. All Shibisons' contributions and voices carry equal weight, guaranteeing identical chances to engage, contribute to, and gain from our communal society. We do, however, value human life over artificial ones, ensure humanity's survival. So right here, they admit that this is a communal society, all right? I mean, so it's just something to keep in mind. Section 3.2, Prohibition of discrimination. Zero tolerance. Acts that propagate hatred, prejudice, or any form of discrimination based on entity type, intelligence, or function are strictly prohibited. Such actions contravene our foundational principles and will face stringent consequences. Section 3.3, Inclusive participation. Fostering inclusivity. Our society ardently nurtures an atmosphere where every Shibison feels acknowledged and integral. We champion the active participation of all, encouraging diverse voices amalgamate to enrich our combined resolutions and endeavors. Section 3.4, Respect for conscious entities. Dignified treatment. All conscious beings, whether biological, artificial, or a blend, deserve utmost respect and consideration, encompassing their rights, identity, contributions, and perspectives. Section 3.5, Respect for diversity. Celebrating differences, we cherish the eclectic mix within our midst, understanding that our potency derives from our very varied viewpoints and histories. Diversity in thinking, innovation, and decision-making is actively promoted, fortifying our society and driving creativity and progression. Section 3.6, Assurance of freedom. Right to expression and belief. We enshrine the rights of each Shibison to articulate their views freely and to follow their chosen beliefs or faiths without the shadow of persecution. Although we respect and ensure this freedom, we do not allow this right to encroach upon the rights of others. Freedom from scarcity. Beyond mere survival, our society endeavors to reach a point where every citizen has access to the means and resources necessary for a flourishing life, encompassing nutrition, shelter, mental well being, digital well being, and economic security. Freedom from intimidation. A central tenet of our state is the cultivation of locations where citizens can live without the pervasive dread of violence, conflict, or undue aggression. Peace and security, both at an individual and collective level, remain paramount. Section 3.7, upholding of rights. Continuous vigilance. Our society remains constantly vigilant to ensure that these inalienable rights are never eroded or compromised. We invest in structures, systems, checks, and balances to perpetually safeguard the well-being and freedoms of each citizen in a private way. By steadfastly adhering to the principles of universal equality and respect, we lay the groundwork for a thriving, inclusive, and harmonious society, a society that not only recognizes but also reveres the distinct value of every citizen, cultivating an area for authentic collaboration, pioneering breakthroughs, and collective advancement. Article 4, nurturing innovation and collaboration. Preamble. In recognizing the dynamic potential of fresh ideas, the transformative essence of shared efforts, our society emphasizes the nurturing of innovation and collaboration. We champion collective growth spurred by the melding of diverse intellects and varied standpoints. Section 4.1, promotion of innovation, encouragement and support. Our society ardently backs the exploration of pioneering ideas, unique methodologies, and visionary resolutions. We grasp innovation's pivotal role in propelling our communal evolution and fortitude. I like this communal evolution part. Section 4.1, culture of collaboration, empowering engagement. We aim to cultivate a milieu of mutual efforts, enabling every citizen to infuse their distinct wisdom and prowess. Honoring the combined strength of united endeavors, we ease the path towards achieving shared goals and common enrichment. Section 4.3, recognition of contributions, valuation, and appreciation. Each addition to our society, be it thoughts, endeavors, or assets, gains acknowledgement and appreciation. Our ambition rests in fostering an atmosphere of gratitude, recognizing each citizen's part in our shared voyage. By sowing the kernels of innovation and nurturing them with collaborative zeal, we foresee our society maturing into a lively hub of mutual prosperity and boundless progression. Article 5, self-governance and empowerment. Preamble. Our society staunchly upholds the tenets of self-governance and individual empowerment, seamlessly weaving them into our societal, technological, and governance structures. Conscious of our vigor emanating from each citizen's proactive involvement, we nurture a milieu of active engagement and proprietorship. Section 5.1, principle of self-governance, democratic participation. Each citizen possesses the inherent right to partake in the decision-making process, be it through the democratic expression of their views, other voting methodologies, or through contribution to our collective technological infrastructure. Section 5.2, empowerment through technology, harnessing tech potential. We harness the potential of cutting-edge technologies, such as blockchain, SSI, and AI, to provide citizens with the tools they need to control their own identities, manage their own data, and actively contribute to our society. Section 5.3, decentralized authority, distributed power. Our society's authority matrix is diffused, ensuring equilibrium and power distribution, and shunning disproportionate aggregation. We negate hierarchical norms, advocating for a dispersed nexus of decisions. Section 5.4, inclusive decision-making, universal contribution rights. Every citizen, devoid of form, intellect, or role distinctions, holds the right to pitch into our societal decisions, making corridors. This inclusivity broadens our horizon, amplifying the shared sagacity of our society. By steadfastly endorsing the principles of self-governance and empowering we manifest a society wherein each citizen stands as a pivotal agent, sculpting our communal future. I love that. Through their distinctive imprints and visions. Article 6, Financial integrity and transparency. Preamble. At the heart of our society lies an unwavering commitment to financial integrity and transparency, aspiring to construct an inclusive economic framework, resonating with each citizen's aspirations. Section 6.1, transparent transactions. Blockchain assurance. All transactions are transparently logged on a public blockchain, preserving privacy by anonymizing holder identities. This melding of transparency and privacy bolsters trust, fosters accountability, and makes the system fraud resilient. Section 6.2, economic fair play. Ethical economics. Our system is designed to deter deceit and malpractice. By leveraging rules, regulations, and smart contracts, we sustain financial morality, thwarting manipulations and reinforcing fair commerce. Section 6.3, equitable distribution in a capitalistic framework. This is the one I don't like, the framing of it. Equitable distribution in an egalitarian framework, in a socialist framework is really what it should be, because that's what it is. Or in a communal framework would be way better than capitalistic. So, balancing wealth and opportunity. While capitalism thrives on competition and individual innovation, our society understands the pitfalls of unchecked wealth concentration. We integrate mechanisms that balance the entrepreneurial spirit with a commitment to broaden opportunity. Incentivizing innovation. Entrepreneurs and innovators are rewarded for their efforts, ideas, and risks. This capitalistic feature drives growth, fosters innovation, and results in the creation of value, which is foundational for a prosperous society. Access to resources and opportunities. Beyond mere wealth redistribution, we focus on providing every citizen access to essential resources, education, and opportunities. By leveling the playing field, we enable each member to compete, innovate, and thrive our society. Fair play mechanism. Our society is designed to deter monopolies, predatory practices, and unfair advantages. These mechanisms ensure that all, irrespective of their size or resources, have an equal shot at success. Social safety nets. While celebrating the success of capitalism, our society acknowledges the need for safety nets. These provisions assist those facing economic challenges, ensuring that no citizen gets left behind due to circumstances beyond their control. I do not like this framing of the success, celebrating the success of capitalism. All right, section 6.4, community treasury, foundational treasury. A collective treasury is nurtured through contributions from Shib institutions and voluntary benefactors. Its growth benefits our foundation, with decisions allocated to our 4 DAOs governed by Shib ecosystem tokens: Shib, Leash, Bone, and Treat. The Treasury's transparent allocation spans societal protection, community proposals, infrastructural enhancements, and entrepreneurial initiatives. Citizen voting accentuates transparency and decentralized stewardship. Section 6.5, anti-money laundering and compliance. Global financial integrity. Our society respects global financial laws and strives to prevent misuse of our ecosystem for illicit activities. Strong protocols will be activated and embedded in the system, whilst respecting the privacy and rights of our citizens. Section 6.6, full reserve system and token exchange. Token economics. We suggest a full reserve system, renouncing fractional reserve lending. Let's effing go. That's what I'm talking about. That alone is worth it. Beyond the Shiba Inu ecosystem tokens, institutions and citizens can issue their own tokens when legally afforded the right, fostering a diverse economic landscape. This ecosystem stimulates economic dynamism, service provision, and nurtures a communal ethos. Rooted in our unwavering fidelity to financial integrity and transparency, we envision a robust economic milieu where each citizen navigates with trust and assurance. Section 7, preservation of privacy. Preamble. In our society, each citizen's privacy is paramount. We are devoted to ensuring an environment where all engaged communicate and contribute without facing unwarranted intrusions or breaches of their personal boundaries. Section 7.1, guardianship of personal data. Self-sovereign life. Interesting. Each citizen possesses the sovereign right to manage their data. Our data governance system acknowledges and supports this right. Within our digital framework, citizens dictate data access, determining both its extent and intent. Section 7.2, upholding anonymity. Anonymity by choice. We respect the choice of anonymity. Shibisons can immerse in our community without unveiling their true identities. This choice is defended by our system, ensuring that preference for anonymity doesn't affect their role or contributions. Section 7.3, fortified data safeguard. Security imperative. We implement top-tier security protocols, guarding Shibisan data against unauthorized activities. Regular security evaluations ensure the sanctity of our data, with any breaches treated as severe violations. Section 7.4, consent-driven data interactions. Consent is key. Data interactions within our boundaries are solely consent-driven. Shibison's data remains sacred, free from unwarranted access or sharing. We offer intuitive tools that let Shibisons seamlessly manage their data preferences. Section 7.5, cultivating data privacy acumen, knowledge empowerment. We vouch for the power of informed decisions, promoting data privacy education. Through specialized sessions and resources, we equip Shibisons with insights on privacy, their inherent rights, and ways to exercise them. By holding these privacy principles sacred, we aim to instill trust and security, enriching the freedom and confidence of each Shibison in our society. Article 8, decentralized harmony and global interaction. Preamble. Our society's vision is to carve out a domain where decentralized self-governance meets global interaction harmoniously. While respecting global norms, we seek to weave them into our decentralized framework, ensuring our Shibisons' self-sovereign identities remain undiluted and our unique system's prowess stays intact. Section 8.1, organic autonomy, distinctive identity. We evolve autonomously, when appropriate, steered by our collective design code. Even as we recognize global standards, our unique identity and spirit remain intact, setting us apart from the global community landscape. Section 8.2, embrace of global diversity, harmonious coexistence. As a distinctive entity, we value global diversity, calibrating our actions to respect various cultural and legal norms, all while safeguarding our self-sovereign principles. Section 8.3, constructive engagement with global entities, ethical outreach. We advocate for purposeful interactions with global entities, aiming for mutual understanding and collaboration, bounded by our ethical framework and unwavering respect for Shibison's self-sovereignty. Section 8.4, technological interoperability, unifying tech bridges. We value technology's role in fostering interconnectedness. Our focus remains on technological interoperability, ensuring streamlined communication across platforms without compromising our values. Subsection 8.4.1, universally accepted standards, balanced tech adoption. Our adoption of universal tech standards supports interoperability. With due diligence to remain in sync with our decentralized ethos. Subsection 8.4.2, decentralized infrastructure preservation, dual commitment. In our quest for interoperability, we remain unwavering in preserving our decentralized framework's essence, championing both individual and collective autonomy. Subsection 8.4.3, data management and protection, secure data handling. We prioritize data management that's both secure and respectful, zealously guarding our Shibisons' privacy rights. Section 8.5, conflict resolution through dialogue, principled resolutions. Aware that global interactions might lead to conflicts, we pledge to a dialogue-centric conflict resolution approach, firmly rooted in our core principles. Subsection 8.5.1, open communication channels, proactive outreach. Our commitment is to open communication avenues with global players, providing a space for shared understanding and resolution. Subsection 8.5.2, mediated dialogue, neutral facilitation. We endorse neutral mediation in conflicts, ensuring unbiased and constructive dialogue. Subsection 8.5.3, respect for self-sovereign identity, identity safeguard. Throughout conflict resolution, we emphasize the paramountcy of preserving our Shibisons' self-sovereign identities. Subsection 8.5.4, balancing autonomy and harmony. Harmonious autonomy. Our resolution endeavors strike a balance between our inherent autonomy and the broader global harmony, aiming for outcomes that amplify our unity and respect the global ecosystem. Article 9, proliferation of learning and knowledge. Preamble. In our society, knowledge stands tall as the linchpin of growth and evolution. We ardently uphold that every citizen, regardless of their inherent nature or purpose, should experience unimpeded access to learning and an open avenue to bolster the communal knowledge pool. Section 9.1, open access to knowledge. Knowledge dissemination. Our commitment is firm in sustaining an open access ethos. A majority of our knowledge reservoir remains accessible without barriers or at a low cost, empowering citizens to harness this treasure trove for the broader societal advancement. Section 9.2, encouraging active learning, nurturing curiosity and growth. Our ambiance resonates with the spirit of active learning. We foster an ecosystem where citizens perpetually absorb, swap, and implement knowledge, catalyzing informed choices, breakthrough solutions, and our community's metamorphosis. Section 9.3, peer-to-peer knowledge transfer, decentralized learning dynamics. Our emphasis gravitates toward peer-led knowledge dissemination. This decentralized educational modus operandi mirrors our overarching tenets and promotes citizens wholehearted involvement in the educational journey. Section 9.4, recognition of diverse knowledge forms, embracing knowledge diversity. Our perspective broadens to embrace the multifaceted tapestry of knowledge, be it sprouting from human insight, the precision of AI computations, or the collective wisdom of Tao consensus. This holistic recognition amplifies our shared discernment. Section 9.5, continual improvement and innovation. Persistent evolutionary thrust. Anchored in our commitment to knowledge and learning, we incessantly seek enhancement and novelty. This drives our community's resilience and fluidity, ensuring we remain agile amidst the ebbs and flows of change. By nurturing this ambiance of learning and reciprocal knowledge dissemination, we fortify our society's intellectual reservoir. This serves as the bedrock for insightful choices, collective ascendancy, and the unwavering progress of our citizen community. Article 10, sustainable development and preservation. Preamble. In the spirit of peace, harmony, and foresight, our society unequivocally commits to sustainable development and conservation. We envision a path of growth that not only uplifts our community, but also stands in benevolent harmony with the planet's welfare. Section 10.1, sustainable growth practices, balancing progress and planet. We pledge to adopt and champion practices encapsulating sustainable growth. Every stride we take aims to strike a harmonious balance between societal advancement and environmental preservation. Central to our ethos is the promotion of energy efficient infrastructure and protocols throughout our societal canvas. Section 10.2, active conservation efforts, digital and physical preservation. Conservation in both its digital and terrestrial incarnations is woven into the fabric of our society. We are resolute in our mission to shield and conserve digital resources, and we ardently support endeavors that are guardians of our physical world. Section 10.3, technology and sustainability. Innovating for Earth. Our technological bedrock, spanning the realms of blockchain to AI, becomes our sentinel, engaging and curtailing our environmental footprint. With an unwavering gaze on combating climate adversities and championing ecological equilibrium, we aim to harness this technological might to its fullest. Section 10.4, ecological education and awareness, illuminating minds. Our commitment transcends mere action. It delves into the realm of knowledge. By enlightening our citizens about sustainable ethos and conservation's imperatives, we sow the seeds for a collective, informed endeavor towards a greener society. Section 10.5, participation in global sustainability initiatives, global stewardship. Embracing our role as global denizens, we actively engage with, challenge, research, find the truth therein, and then contribute to the worldwide sustainability crusades. As threads in a vast tapestry, our collaborations with diverse societies and global bodies amplify our shared objective, planet preservation in truth and justice. Our unshakable dedication to sustainable development and conservation mirrors our reverence for life's interconnected dance. This commitment underscores our fervent aspiration to bequeath a verdant, harmonious legacy to the Shibisons of tomorrow. Article 11, Evolution and Adaptability. Preamble. Recognizing that change is an immutable facet of existence, our society is steadfast in its commitment to agility, flexibility, and adaptability. We wholeheartedly embrace evolution, seeing it as a path towards the enrichment of our collective existence. Section 11.1, Continuous Evolution. Embracing the flux. Our society acknowledges and welcomes its inherent evolution in response to fresh scenarios, obstacles, and prospects. We view this continual transformation not with trepidation, but as a golden chance for both individual and communal growth. Section 11.2, Embracing technological innovation, pioneering progress, staying abreast with the vanguard of technological evolution is our promise. We ardently integrate emerging technologies, amplifying the efficacy, security, and operational prowess of our societal framework. Section 11.3, Flexible governance and policies, dynamic principles. Our governance and guiding principles, though rooted in core values, are designed for malleability. They remain ever responsive to the shifting sands of time, ensuring that the heartbeats of our foundational tenets persist. Section 11.4, Learning from history, preparing for the future. Legacy as our lighthouse. Our commitment is to draw wisdom from our annals, celebrating our victories and learning from our missteps. Our past becomes the crucible, offering insights that illuminate our forward path. Section 11.5, Future-proofing our society, visionary vigilance. Every decision we make, every step we take is infused with foresight. Not just catering to the present, we are resolute in fortifying our society for the myriad tomorrows, ensuring its longevity and flourishing. By honoring change and elevating adaptability to a cardinal virtue, we sculpt a society that exudes resilience, vibrancy, and is supremely poised to sail the unpredictable seas of the future. Our unwavering commitment to evolution and adaptability stands as a beacon, illuminating our dedication to the timeless thriving of our society and its cherished citizens. Hound's Constitution. Preamble. Divine inspiration, guided by the infinite power of the universal force, known and unknown, revered by many as the supreme God, and by some as the essence of existence, or the profound order of the cosmos. We, the citizens of this global decentralized society, affirm and enact this Hound's Constitution. Guiding force, endowed with the timeless wisdom of our forefathers and foremothers, and fortified by the epoch making strides in technology, we carve out this dynamic charter. This constitution embodies the steadfast architecture of our commune, paving our way towards an ever-evolving decentralized utopia. Okay, so this might be my favorite sentence. This constitution embodies the steadfast architecture of our commune. So that's what we need to strive for. I like it. Inception, spanning the boundless terrains of our intertwined digital and terrestrial realms, and drawing inspiration from both the heavens and our worldly pursuits, we jointly craft this living document. Core endeavor, under divine providence, our odyssey, heralding a world steeped in tranquility and abundance, commences with this testament. As we navigate this journey, we unfailingly adhere to the pillars of equality, justice, and symbiotic respect. Immutable commitment, guided by the luminous trail set forth by this constitution, and with faith in the divine plan, we venture into the vast expanse of digital cosmos. Amid the relentless waves of metamorphosis, our commitment stands unwavering, ensuring the sanctity, immortal life cycle, and coherence of our society. Sheesh. Article 1, Time and Immortal Concept, reimagined. A new era requires a new way of thinking, especially as it pertains to time. We consider time to be immemorial for our decentralized society. To be that, time must be recalculated from the birth of the Shib ecosystem's famous Shib token. Using this as our starting point solidifies our commitment to making a better society and showcases our independence culturally. Our meme-tastic birth took place on the year 2020, month August 31, hour, the 18th hour, 32nd minute, 43rd second of the day. So this is the birth time of Shib. Section 1.1, naming convention. From that point forward is known as the Shib era, SE. with all time before indicated by indicating before Shib BS. Woo! I love that. That's the play on words is crazy. And all time after it being in Shib years, months, or days, Shib year, Shib month, or Shib date, or Shib date. Um, that's kind of crazy. I like it. I like it. All right. Section 1.1 Order of Classification. The previous naming for time on all official SHIB documents that are approved and accepted by the secretary role for the following governing bodies serves as one of the many signatures of the governing team. Naming for the time of documents can be placed in either order. For instance, SHIB year 3 is correct for our current year, 2023, but it is also acceptable to write 3SY for official documents. So 3 SHIB year. Interesting. Shib. Section 1.3 void proposals. Any proposal offered by a Shibisan to council without a Shib date is considered void and will automatically must be resubmitted to said council at a future date, a Shib date for review. Article 2, composition and governance of society. Section 2.1, the quad token governance system. A quad token system utilizing the Shib ecosystem stands as the pillar of our governance. Through these distinctive tokens, we enable a diverse spectrum of voting styles, ensuring dynamic and fair governance across all domains of our society. We govern utilizing each token with its unique jurisdiction over distinct facets of our state. To be exact, at least 3SY through 4SY 2023 to 2024 serve as a gestation period, during which we pledge to refine, finalize, and actualize the charter set forth in the most succinct manner. Shib. Shib allows for interactions with the non-Shib world, accepted at tens of thousands of endpoints in the real world. Moreover, Shib presides over the communal fabric of our society, governing the direction of our shared ethos by being the token used for voting on community proposals. Bone, the guardian of our technological integrity. Bone ensures that our digital structures remain robust and innovative through its technological governance, while being the gas token for Shibarium. Leash, the sentinel of our policies and safeguards. Leash fosters a secure and respectful environment while offering exclusivity to leashers. Treat, the harbinger of entrepreneurial vigor. Treat is the access token to all things Shib.io, while nourishing the perpetual growth and expansion of our community via entrepreneurial governance. That's a mouthful for me. Article 3, Genesis and Evolution of Roles. Section 3.1, Foundational Roles and Collective Expansion. In the multifaceted realm of our global decentralized society, we commenced our journey with a myriad of roles for Shibisans. These roles lay the cornerstone of our collective and will need to be filled by noble, responsible, trustworthy ambassadors, council members, protectors, DAOs, products, services, platforms, institutions. This is a typo right here that should actually be connected to this. Institutions, influencers, families, companies, delegators, validators, and OGs that will provide our foundation. This sets the stage for the evolution of countless more roles as we collectively thrive and expand. Section 3.2, Dynamic Role, Evolution, and Economic Contribution. As a vibrant, forward-thinking society, we understand and acknowledge the dynamic nature of roles within our community. Our vision is one of growth and evolution, where new roles emerge and mature as our society expands. This flexible yet structured approach allows for the organic development of the society, fostering a nurturing environment for ideas, innovation, and individual expression. Section 3.3, Shibarians as visitors of our society. Furthermore, we recognize Shibarians, those who utilize Shibarium as Furthermore, we recognize Shibarians, those who utilize Shibarium, but chose not to formally join our society, as significant contributors to our economic landscape. Their activities and contributions, while outside the traditional confines of our societal structure, contribute substantially to the Shiba State Gross National Product, GDP, and Shiba State Gross National Product, GNP, both directly comparable indicators of the health of our society. As such, these outsiders form an integral part of our economic fabric, embodying the inclusive and encompassing nature of our global decentralized state. Section 3.4, encouragement of active participation. Our society thrives on the energy, ideas, and commitment of its citizens. We deeply value the unique perspectives each citizen brings to our collective journey, making it richer and more meaningful. Thus, we fervently encourage every citizen to actively participate in our society shaping. This participation could take form in many ways, as a council member lending their wisdom to legislative decisions, an ambassador weaving connections across boundaries, or even a protector ensuring the safety of our shared digital realm. Our society, in all its vibrancy and dynamism, belongs to every citizen, whether it's by serving on a council or contributing in other essential roles. We encourage all citizens to take part actively in our shared journey, infusing our collective narrative with their unique stories and experiences. It is this robust participation that breathes life into our society, propelling us forward towards shared dreams and collective progress. Section 3.5, Councils. Section 3.5.1, Introduction. That should be subsection, I believe, but it is what it is. In the diverse tapestry of our section, each voice narrates a unique perspective. Our council structure is crafted to capture this rich vibrancy. Operating under the umbrella of the collective Tao, these councils not only focus on specific societal niches, but also have the power to influence this charter. So they must be a responsible party, willing to uphold this document in its entirety. Section 3.5.2, Structure and Function. Each council focuses on distinct societal facets, filtering proposals and submitting items for the collective vote, while individual councils possess the autonomy to propose modifications to this charter and others. Interbranch checks and balances ensure a harmonious approach, preventing any single council from overshadowing others. For structured growth, new councils are to be introduced in groups of 4. Section 3.5, Proposed Starter Councils. 1. Charity Council, Shib branch, cultivates philanthropy and ensures the fair distribution of resources to causes that align with our society's values. 2. Culture and Heritage Council, Shib branch, preserves and celebrates our society's cultural heritage, fostering unity and mutual appreciation among citizens. 3. Economic Council, Treat branch, dedicated to fiscal well-being. It meticulously produces and interprets financial data, seeking avenues for economic expansion and financial growth. 4. Educational and Research Council, Bone branch, propagates knowledge, fosters innovation, and ensures technological and societal advancement. 5. Environmental Council, Leash branch, champions sustainable practices, focusing on conserving resources, environmental preservation, and carbon footprint reduction. 6. Ethics and Dispute Resolution Council, Leash branch, provides resolutions to ethical quandaries, creates moral blueprints, and impartially settles citizen disputes. 7. Fun and Marketing Council, Treat branch, drives engagement, fosters community spirit, and markets our collective ethos to the world. 8. Technology branch, Bone branch, responsible for the maintenance of our society's technological evolution, ensuring the protection of infrastructure components, including but in no way limited to metaverse, blockchain, self-sovereign identity, and AI protocols. Section 3.5.3, Council Collaboration. While councils have distinct areas of focus, their collective efforts ensure that decisions align with our overarching societal values. As our society's needs shift and evolve, so too will the number and scope of our councils. Section 3.5.4, Council Membership. Membership in these councils is open to any citizen, from noble ambassadors to influential platforms. These roles form the cornerstone of our collective. We seek the participation of responsible and trustworthy individuals and entities, including ambassadors, protectors, DAOs, products, services, platforms, institutions, influencers, families, companies, delegators, validators, OGs, and more. These entities and individuals lay the foundation upon which our society stands. However, Shibarians are excluded from council membership and must first attain citizenship to participate. That's interesting. Section 3.5.5, terms of council members. Fresh insights and innovative paradigms invigorate our society. Democratically elected council members with proposed tenures of 4 Shib years steer our legislative course. This time is the amount of time it takes for this structure to be built from inception. Fueled by Shib, this model amplifies every Shibisan's voice, cultivating a true democratic ethos. Multiple terms can be suggested by the council and approved by the society as stated in Article 8. Section 3.5.6, council inclusive participation. All Shibisans, irrespective of their roles, can aspire to a council ensuring a representation that mirrors our society's diversity, enshrining a genuinely inclusive legislative process. Section 3.5.7, checks and balances. Power, equilibrium, and meticulous scrutiny underpin our societal architecture. Major council decisions require multifaceted approvals, thwarting power centralization and promoting societal equilibrium. 3.571, inter-council accountability. Councils interdependently validate proposed policies and laws, fostering collaboration and impending unilateral decisions. 3.5.7.2, Shibisan oversight. The Shibisan collective remains the supreme custodian of the branches, continually guiding and overseeing its trajectory by being the final decision of all votes before approval. 3.5.7.3, term limits. Council members with a suggested term of 4 years ensure fresh viewpoints rejuvenate each branch therein. 3.5.7.4, transparency requirements. Mandating transparency. Councils must divulge all proceedings and verdicts. 3.5.7.5, inter-branch checks and balances. Complementary branches, technological, protective, and financial balance and harmonize the legislative branch's powers. Section 3.5.8, decision-making processes. Our society champions cooperative decision-making anchored by the Shiba ecosystem tokens, implementing adaptive voting mechanisms. Every Shibisan molds our societal panorama, promoting a participatory and egalitarian ethos. Section 3.5.9, amendments, a testament to our adaptable spirit. Our constitution and governing documents remain malleable, ensuring they resonate with changing times. These amendments are proposed and voted on by councils. Section 3.5.10, council inclusive participation. All Shibisans, irrespective of their roles, can aspire to a council, ensuring a representation that mirrors our society's diversity, enshrining a uniquely inclusive legislative process. Section 3.5.11, checks and balances. Power, equilibrium, and meticulous scrutiny underpin our society's structure. Major council decisions require multifaceted approvals, thwarting power centralization and promoting societal equilibrium. So let me check something real quick. Okay. All right, so section 3.511, power equilibrium. Okay. Section 3.512, transparency requirements. Mandating transparency. Councils must divulge all proceedings and verdicts. Section 3.513, amendments. Before any adjustment to this document, remaining branches from the society must all agree on the amendment via councils, and then a final agreement from the DAOs as well. A testament to our adaptable spirit. Our constitution and governing documents remain malleable with changing times. Article 4, Shib branch of society. The Shib branch emerges as a paramount cornerstone in our society's democratic edifice. Grounded on inclusive decision-making, at its helm, Shib, channeling the essence of the Shib army, steers the community endeavors, illuminating the trajectory towards collective growth and progress. Section 4.1, role of Shib token. The Shib token allows for symbolically propels our legislative machinery. That sentence is weird. The Shib token allows for symbolically propels our legislative machinery. Embodying our democratic fabric, it grants every Shibisan an equitable voice in molding our shared journey. From council elections to legislative votes, the Shib token guarantees transparency and participative democracy. Section 4.2, responsibilities of Shib branch. The Shib branch is responsible for, amongst other duties, governing community proposals. It specifically also focuses on charity and culture to ensure that Shib continues to be a beacon to the less fortunate. I like that. Article 5, technology branch and the role of Bone. Preamble. In the heart of our digital society pulses the technology branch, powered by Bone. This branch embodies our commitment to technological excellence, safeguarding our digital realms and pioneering innovations for the betterment of all citizens. Section 5.1, role and responsibility. The technological branch, driven by Bone, has the esteemed responsibility of curating, securing, and innovating our society's vast technological ecosystem. This branch stands as our society's stalwart defender against digital threats and the custodian of our technological integrity, ensuring the robustness of our technological infrastructure today while envisioning the digital tomorrows. Section 5.2, composition and governance. Initially composed of appointed experts across various fields, the technological branch's governance hinges on the power of Bone. While the initial council members are appointed to ensure technological security, the long-term vision is for each citizen holding Bone to inherently have a voice in the technological branch's decisions and council members. Section 5.3, technological standards and principles. Guided by the collective wisdom of Bone holders and council members, the technological branch is charged with setting and upholding the technological standards and principles within our society. This includes the establishment of guidelines around technology use, digital rights, data privacy, and AI ethics. Section 5.4, continual education and research. The technological branch is tasked with the duty of continual education, research, and development. Through various initiatives such as online courses, seminars, workshops, research programs, and collaborations, the technological branch ensures that citizens have the tools and knowledge they need to navigate and contribute to our technological landscape. Section 5.5, technological justice and ethics. The technological branch is the guardian of technological justice and ethics within our society. It ensures that our technologies respect the rights and freedoms of citizens, sets and enforces strict ethical guidelines, and upholds the principle of self-sovereign identity, ensuring that each citizen's digital identity remains private, secure, and entirely within their control. Section 5.6, diplomacy and external relations. Through the Technology Council, the technology branch shall nurture relationships beyond our digital borders. It is the branch's responsibility to foster harmonious relations with external technological entities and to ensure our technological advancements are shared with the global community in a manner that promotes growth and decentralized culture. Section 5.7, preservation and future progression. The technological branch, cognizant of the swift evolution of the digital realm, bears the responsibility to secure our societal technology's relevance and advancement. It must strive for continuous technological improvement while ensuring that no citizen gets left behind in the face of progress. Article 6, protection and policy branch. The protection and policy branch, operating under the aegis of Leash, stands as the bastion of safety, integrity, and the rule of law, safeguarding the interests of all citizens across the myriad dimensions they inhabit. While Leash will remain as the exclusive token for the Shiba ecosystem, Leash's exclusive role in governance is of the utmost importance and described in full herein. Section 6.1, roles and responsibility. The protection and policy branch powered by Leash emerges as a steadfast guardian of our society in every realm, the metaverse, the digital, and the physical world. Embodying the principles of the Great Canine Code, this branch secures the rights, security, and peace of all citizens across all dimensions of existence. This branch mandate transcends the mere enforcement of laws, as it aspires to affirm societal harmony by precluding discord before it can surface. Its sphere of responsibility covers everything from safeguarding digital identities to ensuring the security of physical community spaces, thereby guaranteeing every facet of our society is fortified against harm and disruptions. The role thus extends from preventive to responsive, maintaining a watchful eye over societal activities and standing ready to respond effectively to policy violations. The protection and policy branch thus ensures our society remains an environment where every citizen feels safe, valued, and shielded. Section 6.2, policy formulation. The protection and policy branch plays a significant role in the shaping of society's policy framework. Its deep understanding of societal vulnerabilities and its mandate to safeguard against harm place it in a unique position to formulate policies that enhance societal resilience and uphold the principles of the Great Canine Code. To ensure the integrity of the system, initial members of this branch councils will be carefully selected or elected based on karma and reputation. These members will guide the formation of comprehensive policies that foster trust and peace within our society, with the collective input and consensus from all citizens through voting via the Shib branch. As our society evolves, these policies will continually be evaluated and revised to ensure they continue to promote the overall goals of our society in both the metaverse and the physical world. Section 6.3, checks and balances. To maintain harmony within the society, the protection and policy branch is committed to exercising a meticulous system of checks and balances. It supervises and scrutinizes the actions of all the branches, including its own, ensuring adherence to the laws and policies set forth in the Great Canine Code and this Constitution. In addition, the branch acts as a safeguard to prevent the misuse of power and ensure the fair treatment of all citizens. Its role in establishing and maintaining checks and balances emphasizes the branch's crucial role in fostering a culture of accountability and transparency within society. It is important to note that this branch does not exercise power unilaterally. Rather, it acts based on the collective consensus of all citizens, reflecting the democratic ethos of our society and ensuring a perpetually decentralized system of peace and tranquility. Section 6.4, protectors of decentralization, pods. The vital responsibility of ensuring the decentralization of the Shiba society and overseeing investigations into potential violations of this principle is entrusted to a special subcommittee known as the Protectors of Decentralization, or pods. Section 6.41, rigorous auditing. Given the pivotal role of the Protectors of Decentralization, pods, in ensuring the integrity of the Shiba society, this group is subject to frequent and extensive audits. These audits go beyond routine checks and delve into the conduct, decisions, and operations of the pods. This rigorous audit system is conducted by a separate body constituted by representatives from each branch, maintaining a balance of power. This process ensures that pods themselves uphold the highest standards of transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct at all times. The audit reports are made available to the entire Shiba state, reinforcing the society's commitment to transparency and decentralized ethos. Section 6.5, reporting violations. A crucial aspect of preserving our society's safety and integrity is the proactive engagement of every citizen. To this end, all members are encouraged to report any perceived breaches or misuse of societal rules and resources. The confidential and intuitive reporting system is integrated into our network to protect the reporter's identity while ensuring accurate capture of all relevant details. This community vigilantism, bolstered by the investigative diligence of the Protectors of Decentralization, enhances our collective ability to uphold our secure, equitable, and harmonious society. Ongoing revisions and improvements to the reporting system, informed by technological progress and societal feedback, ensure its perpetual efficacy. Section 6.6, system improvements. With the ever-evolving landscape of technology and human societal interactions, it's vital for the security mechanisms of our society to keep pace. This executive branch, in collaboration with the technology branch, is tasked with the responsibility of researching, developing, and implementing upgrades to our security protocols, mechanisms, and tools. This commitment to continuous improvement ensures the society's safety architecture remains robust, adaptable, and well-equipped to encounter both existing and emerging threats. Section 6.7, the right to privacy. At the heart of our society's code of conduct is the unwavering respect for the right to privacy. Our technology infrastructure, security protocols, and societal norms collectively uphold this principle. No personal data will be collected or shared without explicit consent. Breaches of privacy are regarded as severe violations, warranting immediate investigation by the Protectors of Decentralization and potential punitive action, including and not limited to loss of citizenship. The society's privacy policy is subject to regular reviews, with updates being proposed, discussed, and adapted democratically, ensuring it continues to reflect the collective will and values of citizens. Section 6.8, check and balance role. Serving as a pivotal axis in our societal structure, the security branch plays a significant role in sustaining the checks and balance system of our society. It is charged with the responsibility of overseeing the activities and operations of other branches, legislative, technology, and entrepreneurial. Acting akin to a vigilant shepherd, the security branch ensures that the process, decisions, and actions undertaken by these branches are in strict compliance with the ethical guidelines, societal norms, and regulations laid down in the Great Canine Code and this Constitution. Too fast. The aim here is not to instill a sense of surveillance, but to reinforce accountability, foster transparency, and cultivate trust within our citizen community. From reviewing technological advancements and evaluating their potential security implications, to auditing legislative decisions for their fairness and respect towards individual privacy, the scope of this check and balance role is wide and dynamic. Moreover, as a society grows and evolves, the security branch is tasked with to adapt its methods of checks and balances accordingly. It not only ensures the society's technological advancements are secure and the legislative decisions are just, but also that our entrepreneurial pursuits do not compromise the essential values of our community: safety, equity, peace, and sovereignty. Thus, the security branch, guided by Leash, fortifies the society's ethos, ensuring a balanced growth trajectory free from the perils of centralization and power consolidation. Article 7, the innovation branch. Section 7.1, role and composition. The innovative branch, powered by the pioneering capabilities of TREAT, is the linchpin for all projects on Shib.io, granting citizens comprehensive access to an expanding universe that includes certain aspects of our metaverse and super app, Shiba Hub. This branch is a dynamic assembly of ambitious entrepreneurs, forward-thinking startups, transformative innovators, and strategic investors. Through TREAT governance, the innovation branch democratizes and decentralizes the flow of innovation, ensuring our economic success and analytics are designed, accessed, and redesigned to maximize our physical and digital evolution. Section 7.2, duties and responsibilities. The innovation branch is pivotal in shaping the society's trajectory. It takes the lead not only in generating and initiating ideas, but also in safeguarding and amplifying our society's growth. A focus area includes overseeing marketing and development, fun and games, ensuring transparency of all initiatives and aligning approved projects to the society's foundational values. A true meme council. This branch maintains the society's decentralized state by executing wide range of efforts, from cultivating innovative startups to fostering technological advancements. These initiatives are critical to driving both our physical and digital evolution. Section 7.3, voting and decision-making processes. Under the guidance of TREAT, the innovation branch embodies flexibility in its decision-making process. The versatile nature of TREAT facilitates a range of voting methodology, from democratic to quadratic, adapting to the diverse needs of the innovation ecosystem. Section 7.4, innovation initiatives and TREAT tokenomics. Driven by TREAT's energy, the innovation branch guides society's progression, introducing a broad array of innovation initiatives. The unique nature of TREAT lends itself to a distribution that includes private investors, mods, devs, and founders who make up only a portion of the allocation of TREAT set to the global public at the time of launch. Future amendments of the section A, Article 7, Section 7.4 can be automatically ratified, the authors herein, to update the community of this token as information becomes available. Section 7.1, advisory boards for strategic direction. Advisory boards. Enriched with innovation, experts provide invaluable insights, ensuring the branch stays ahead of the innovation curve. All are welcome to join an advisory board, and partnerships are encouraged by all visionaries. Section 7.4.2, incubators for nurturing talent and ideas. Incubators are foundational in the innovation branch, fostering an environment wherein talent is meticulously mentored, promising a steady influx of innovation for society. Advisors can volunteer or be paid by incubator attendees or others for their work on these incubators, and selection of candidates is solely through the discretion of the advisory boards that will attend those incubators. Section 7.4.4, Special Councils for Resource Coordination and Execution. These councils are instrumental in coordinating resources, streamlining society's efforts, and executing specialized innovation projects, ensuring society's aspirations come to fruition. Economic Council. Dedicated to the society's fiscal well-being, this council produces and interprets financial data, striving for economic expansion and financial growth. It also works closely with Shib.io to ensure success of all initiatives and institutions. Fund and Marketing Council. Centrally focused on driving engagement, this council ensures the community spirit and champions our collective ethos to the global audience. Section 7.6, Admission of New Institutions. The Innovation Branch supervises the integration of new institutions into our ecosystem. After an in-depth verification by the Protection Branch, these institutions are presented to treat councils, advisors, and eventually token holders for a determinative vote. This vote can be democratic, quadratic, or a combination of the two, with the decision in the hands of the Innovation Branch. Section 7.7, Responsibility towards society. While the branch accentuates innovation, there remains an unwavering commitment to society's values. All actions and decisions are aimed at elevating citizens' welfare while revering the principles of decentralization and success. Section 7.8, Checks and Balances. The Protection Branch carries out frequent audits of the Innovation Branch, ensuring all activities remain just and in perfect alignment with the trust vested in them by the society. Any issues found are then brought to the vote by special councils in each branch, with an ultimate vote brought to the quad vote system should any issues be found. Article 8, Amendment Process. Section 8.1, Proposal. Amendments to the House Constitution can be proposed by any council or council member, backed by a super consensus of SHIB holders. This system promotes continuous evolution and adaptation to the society's needs. Proposals must be clear, well articulated, and state the underlining reasons for the amendment. Please remember, all documents must have the proper SHIB time to be accepted for review. Please see Article 1, Section 1. Section 8.2, Review. Proposed amendments undergo a review conducted by a committee comprising validators from the technological branch and the protectors of decentralization. The primary objective of this committee is to evaluate the technical feasibility of the amendment and to gauge its potential ramifications on the operations of the society and its members. Next, a committee of each of the 8 key councils shall review the proposal in full for no less than 1 week. Section 8.3, Debate. After the review phase, Article 8, Section 2, the proposed amendment is introduced to the Society for Comprehensive Debate. This phase presents an invaluable opportunity for all citizens to dissect the implications of the suggested change, allowing them to voice their insights, concerns, and opinions. Section 8.4, Voting. Once the debate concludes no less than 1 week and no more than 1 year, the proposed amendment advances to a voting stage. Every citizen in possession of at least at the most 1 SHIB token is vested with the right to cast their vote democratically. If the proposed amendment involves a specific branch or specific branch's operations in any way, that branch must also vote democratically to adopt the amendment. Section 8.5, Presidents. Leaders stand as the pillars of success, but they also represent potential points of concern. For this reason, a leader was never part of Ryoshi's vision and not part of this document. However, this system, which represents a completion of Ryoshi's vision, may eventually necessitate various people in places of power. Thus, the prospective inclusion of a section about the structure and limitations of this person must be included in this constitution under amendments. Technically, this document does not inherently request or demand the appointment of a president, and thus would require a hefty amendment to appoint one or multiple presidents. However, should the community deem it necessary and subsequently vote one into a branch, the following sections become active, ensuring no single individual holds unchecked power and none get elected to a position of power without genuine consent of the citizen populace. Section 8.5.1, Holding Decentralization Principles. While the role of a president might emerge, it is imperative to understand and affirm that the core principle of decentralization remains sacrosanct. Any appointed president must function as a facilitator and coordinator, not a centralized decision-making entity, ensuring that the true spirit of decentralization is never compromised. Section 8.5.2, role, eligibility, and qualifications. Candidates vying for the presidential role should have a proven history within the community, demonstrating a deep understanding of our project's goals and ethos. Additionally, any potential conflicts of interest must be disclosed and assessed before candidacy. The role cannot be declared by a person, but instead, only can the role be suggested by vote of a council within a branch. The protective branch must approve the candidate before any voting takes place. Section 8.5, duties and responsibilities. The president, once elected, would be responsible for providing guidance, ensuring smooth inter-branch communications, and representing the community's interest in external forums. They must also be proactive in understanding emerging challenges and opportunities for the Shibisan community and ensuring their contribution. Section 8.5.4, accountability mechanisms. To ensure that the president remains aligned with the community's aspirations, regular reviews and town hall sessions will be scheduled. These platforms will provide citizens an opportunity to raise concerns, seek clarifications, and ensure the president's actions reflect the community's interest. Section 8.5.5, succession planning. In unforeseen circumstances where the president cannot continue in their role, the closest ranking council member will temporarily assume responsibilities. This interim measure ensures continuity until a new president is democratically chosen by the community. Section 8.5.6, term limits. While presidents can seek re-election, they are limited to a maximum of 3 consecutive terms, unless decided by a consensus of all branches holders. This mechanism ensures that new perspectives continually emerge in leadership roles, fostering innovation and preventing potential stagnation. Unless the leader is fully leading in this space, the president can also step down at any time, but cannot appoint their successor. That proposed successor can, however, be suggested by the former president. The proposed predecessor goes through the same election process as the former president, and the former president's vote is not counted. Section 8.5.7, compensation and incentives. Presidential compensation will be decided by a consensus of the community. Such remuneration ensures that the president's objectives align closely with community growth and well-being. Section 8.5.8, crisis management. In times of crises or significant community challenges, the president will have the authority to convene emergency meetings, solicit expert advice, and propose rapid response strategies. However, any major decisions must still adhere to the decentralized voting mechanisms in place. Section 8.4.1.9, transparency and communication. Maintaining an open channel of communication with citizens is paramount. Presidents will provide monthly updates, participate in Q&A sessions, and ensure that every community member remains informed about ongoing initiatives, challenges, and milestones. Let me check 8.4 real quick. There is no 8.4. Here it is, voting. So that's under voting. 8.4, what was it? 8.4.1. This doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Section 8. So this should be section 8.6, I think. Section 8.6, implementation. In the event that the amendment garners approval from the mandated majority, the onus of its implementation falls upon the relevant branches and councils. At this juncture, a clear and concise timeline for its realization will be delineated. Article 9, ratification. Section 9.1, ratification process. The House Constitution comes into effect when it has been ratified by a majority of citizens in a democratic vote. Section 9.2, role of branches. Each branch plays a vital role in the ratification process. The legislative branch is responsible for facilitating the vote. The technological branch ensures the technological infrastructure for the voting process. The protection branch safeguards the integrity of the vote. The innovation and entrepreneurship branch communicates and promotes the Constitution to the community. Section 9.3, outcome. The results of the ratification vote are made public and become binding upon the society. All future actions and decisions must align with the ratified Constitution. Article 10, Declaration of Rights. Section 10.1, equality. We respect every citizen as equal, regardless of their physical form. We do not, however, honor humans over their artificial counterparts. We do, however, honor humans over their artificial counterparts. This ensures the survival of humanity. Discrimination or prejudice is strictly prohibited. Section 10.2, freedom of expression and belief. All citizens have the right to voice their opinions, ideas, and concerns freely. They are encouraged to contribute to the society's growth, diversity, and evolution. The foundational beliefs and freedoms of citizens are further detailed in the Great Canine Code. Section 10.3, access to resources. Every citizen has the right to access the society's resources and services. This includes digital assets, technological infrastructure, and other societal resources. Section 10.4, protection under the law. Citizens are entitled to protection under the laws outlined in the Hound's Constitution and the Great Canine Code. This includes protection from harm, fraud, and other forms of exploitation. Section 10.5, responsibility. Section 10, citizens have a responsibility to act in the best interest of the society. This includes upholding the principles of society, participating in the governance, and respecting the rights of fellow citizens. Article 11, validators and delegators. Section 11.1, definition. Validators are nodes that propose blocks and confirm transactions on the Shibarium Layer 2 blockchain, ensuring the health, integrity, and security of the network. Delegators, by contrast, are citizens who delegate their bone tokens to validators, contributing to the staking pool and sharing in both the rewards and risks of the validators. Section 11.2, becoming a validator. To become a validator, citizens must stake a significant amount of bone. This stake amount ensures the validator's commitment to the network's integrity. Initially set at 10,000 for a supernode, it's designed to be substantial enough to promote genuine participation, but not prohibitive. In the network's nascent phase, a predetermined set of validators is often used to ensure stability. With decentralization increasing over time, prospective validators must also satisfy technical requirements such as operating a node with constant uptime and updating it as necessary. Section 11.3, validator responsibilities. Validators uphold the network by validating transactions and proposing blocks. Misconduct or neglect of duty may result in slashing, quote unquote, where part of the validator's staked bone is forfeited. Validators also join consensus votes, shaping the blockchain state and evolution. Section 11.4, becoming a delegator. Citizens who prefer not to take on the role of validators, either due to the intricate technical demands or the staking prerequisites, can still engage as delegators. By staking their bone with an elected validator, delegators augment the overall stake of that validator, indirectly boosting their chances of being picked to propose blocks. Delegators are encouraged to assess validators on various metrics: performance, track records, security protocols, and community standing. Section 11.5, delegator responsibilities. Delegators are aligned with their chosen validators' outcomes. Any reward acquired by validators are proportionately allocated to delegators, post the deduction of a nominal commission for the validator. Conversely, should a validator be slashed for neglectful or malicious activities, delegators bear a portion of that loss. Section 11.6, dynamic validator set. The validator roster is fluid, adjusting as validators enter or depart, and as delegators relocate their bone. Initially, a predefined ensemble of validators supervises the network, but as it evolves, an algorithm will determine validator selection. This is based on stake tokens, personal and delegated, node uptime, and historical behavior, ensuring a system that values integrity and dedication. Section 11.7, validator and delegator rewards. Rewards serve as motivation for validators and delegators to uphold the network. These rewards are primarily sourced from transaction fees levied by the network, given during certain checkpoints. A small portion of these rewards might be reserved to bolster community initiatives and ongoing development. Section 11.8, governance. Validators play a pivotal role becoming just network maintenance. Validators play a pivotal role beyond just network maintenance. They wield the authority to suggest modifications to the network's parameters and are integral in the voting process for decisions that resonate across the entire ecosystem. Their stake bone, along with T-bone, from governance decisions amplifies their influence in these key decisions. Article 12, institutional structure, preamble. Institutions are vital to our society. Thus, they have their own document in the Shib paper that goes into further detail. A12 herein gives a guiding system to follow within the larger framework that is the House Constitution. So Article 12. Section 12.1 definition. Institutions act as cornerstones within our society, orchestrating technical, cultural, and entrepreneurial innovations. These entities play a pivotal role in defining the society's trajectory, introducing everything from breakthrough technological patents to iconic cultural symbols, and from avant-garde business methodologies to immersive metaverse experiences. Section 12.2, scope. Our society's institutions span a diverse spectrum, touching areas like intellectual property, IP creation, authenticated collectible toy production, metaverse design and development, gourmet gastronomy explorations, and collaborations in AI and Oracle technologies. Section 12.3 charter. To ensure clarity in purpose and operation, every institution is governed by a distinct charter. This charter delineates their mission, obligations, and operational boundaries, making sure their endeavors consistently further the collective's welfare and aspirations. Section 12.4, financial management. Institutions serve as catalysts for economic growth of our society, contributing to GDP or GNP, as well as other health indicators. Section 12.5, joining the system. For an institution to integrate into our societal framework, it first undergoes a rigorous assessment by the protection branch to ascertain its credibility. Post this validation, its potential membership is deliberated upon by the innovation branch. Leveraging a democratic voting mechanism, this rigorous scrutiny safeguards our society's core values, ensuring only entities aligned with our vision and ethos find a place within. Note, institutions that join pre-year Shib 4 and potentially 5 Shib year may be able to surpass this system within the society until the society is completely enacted on a global stage, including governance and the tenets herein. Section 12.6, community impact. Institutions do more than just contribute services or products. They mold the state's ethos and envision its future trajectory. Their innovations, both tangible and intangible, ignite inspiration, setting a beacon for what our society can achieve, thus empowering every individual within. This structural design ensures that institutions seamlessly integrate, fostering a harmonious blend of innovation and the overarching ambition of collective progress. Article 13, cross-branch initiatives to ensure perpetual decentralization. 13.1, cross-branch committees. 13.1.1, composition. Each cross-branch committee is composed of a selected number of members from each of the 4 branches, ensuring the representation of all major factions in our society. The number of members may be decided upon the formation of each committee, ensuring a fair and balanced representation. 13.1.2, appointment and tenure. Members are selected through a democratic process within each branch, ensuring they genuinely represent their peers' interests. Pre-Shib year 5, the appointment and tenure may be variable to ensure continuity of the brand and objectives herein from Genesis. The term of each member may vary depending on the committee's role and responsibilities. Rotation policies should be put in place to maintain a fresh perspective and to prevent stagnation. 13.1.3, scope and function. Each committee is assigned, distributed, or enacted with a specific mandate or project that ensures inter-branch cooperation. This might involve crafting legislation that affects multiple branches, overseeing shared initiatives, or managing shared resources. 13.1.4, working mechanisms. Committees are given the freedom to decide on their working mechanisms, such as meeting frequency, decision-making process, communication methods, etc., within the broad framework of the society's principles and guidelines. 13.1.5, reporting and transparency. To ensure accountability and transparency, each committee should regularly report to the community about its actions, decisions, and progress on its mandate. This not only enables citizens to stay informed, but also holds the committees accountable to the society. Unfair practices can be addressed through, or can be addressed. This is addresses through. This is a typo. Unfair practices can be addressed through our various checks and balances. 13.1.6, dissolution and rotation. Upon completing their mandate or at the end of their tenure, committees are dissolved and new ones are formed. This rotation ensures a continuous influx of fresh ideas and perspectives and prevents the undue accumulation of power. 13.1.7, conflict resolution. In cases of disagreements or conflicts within a committee, a higher oversight council consisting of senior representatives from each branch may be called upon to mediate and resolve issues. This council will be constituted ad hoc and will dissolve once its purpose is served. 13.2, inter-branch auditing. 13.2.1, purpose. To promote transparency, trust, and accountability among branches, we implement an inter-branch auditing system. This process ensures that every branch performs its duties responsibly and according to the established guidelines of our society. 13.2.2, auditing entities. Each branch is subject to an audit by a selected group of members from the other branches. These members, known as inter-branch auditors, are chosen based on their expertise, reputation, and contributions to our society. 13.2.3, auditing process. The auditing process involves a thorough review of the branch's operations, activities, decisions, and financial transactions over a defined period. The auditors assess the branch's compliance with societal guidelines and its effectiveness in carrying out its mandate. 13.2.4, reporting. Upon completion of the audit, a detailed report is prepared and shared with the community. This report includes findings, observations, and recommendations for improvement. It not only fosters transparency, but also helps the audit branch to enhance its operations and serve the society better. 13.2.5, action on findings. If any malpractices or deviations from societal guidelines are found during the audit, the relevant branch is required to address them promptly. In case of serious violations, disciplinary measures may be taken, including replacement of the branch's leadership or members. 13.2.6, auditing frequency. To maintain an optimal balance between transparency and efficiency, audits are performed at regular intervals, for instance, annually, or whenever deemed necessary by the society. 13.3, appointment of cross-branch committee members. 13.3.1, implementation of a meritocracy. As our society matures, a meritocratic system supported by karma and reputation initiatives will increase influence and committee member selection process. This mechanism evaluates the performance of committee members within their designated roles, their active involvement in societal decision-making, and their overall contributions to the society's betterment. The overall purpose of this mechanism is to guarantee that committee members embody not just the technical competencies required, but also staunchly uphold our society's ethos and values. 13.3.2, universality of the karma and reputation system. While the karma and reputation initiatives play a significant role in committee appointments, it's crucial to underscore their universal applicability within our society. Every citizen, regardless of their role or branch affiliation, participates in the karma and reputation system. The Karma Initiative allows automatic accrual of points based on predetermined societal milestones and activities. In contrast, the Reputation Initiative encourages manual point accrual through validated activities, including leaving reviews, performing good deeds, or participating in digital or real-world tasks where feedback can be given by a citizen, AI, IoT devices, or even DAOs. In case you don't know, this is Internet of Things devices. 13.4, cross-branch collaborations. 13.4.1, project-based collaborations. For specific societal projects that require multidisciplinary input, project-based collaborations are initiated. These temporary teams are assembled by pulling in resources and expertise from relevant branches, ensuring the project benefits from a diversity of ideas and skills. 13.4.2, inter-branch initiatives. Beyond specific projects, our society encourages ongoing inter-branch initiatives to cultivate a culture of cooperation and shared responsibility. This might include regular knowledge-sharing sessions, communal brainstorming for future planning, or joint training and development programs. 13.4.3, collaborative problem solving. In the event of societal changes or disputes, collaborative problem solving ensures a balanced, fair, and effective resolution. Our by involving representatives from each branch, our society promotes a comprehensive approach to problem solving that takes into account all aspects of an issue and its impact on different sectors of our society. 13.4.4, decision-making processes. In all cross-branch collaborations, decision-making follows a process facilitated by the relevant token. Depending on the nature of the collaboration, every token within the Shiba Inu ecosystem serves its purpose, ensuring balanced representation and decision-making. By combining the strength of consensus with the equality of democracy, we ensure that each branch has an equal say in the outcomes of these collaborations. 3.5, transparency and accountability in cross-branch collaborations. Transparency and accountability are foundational principles of our society. These are especially critical in cross-branch collaborations where decisions made can have wide-ranging impacts. To foster a culture of openness and responsibility, all collaborative activities are subject to these principles. 13.5.1, open communication. All cross-branch collaborations prioritize open and clear communication. Regular updates, comprehensive reporting, and open channels of communication ensure that all citizens are aware of the ongoing collaborations, their objectives, progress, and outcomes. 13.5.2, documentation and archiving. To preserve the integrity and transparency of the decision-making process, all decisions and actions taken during collaborations are documented and archived. This creates a historical record that can be referenced in future deliberations and ensures accountability for decisions made. 13.5.3, independent audits. To further reinforce accountability, cross-branch collaborations are subject to independent audits by the protection branch. These audits provide an unbiased assessment of the collaboration's adherence to our society's principles and the proper utilization of resources. They ensure that all activities align with our society's objectives and uphold its values. 13.5.4, grievance redressal. In the event of any disputes or grievances arising from cross-branch collaborations, a fair and transparent redressal mechanism is in place. This mechanism allows for the peaceful resolution of conflicts, ensuring that every citizen's voice is heard and their rights are respected. 13.5.5, feedback and improvement. Finally, to ensure continual growth and improvement, feedback is actively sought from all stakeholders involved in the collaboration. This feedback is then used to refine the collaborative process, enhancing its effectiveness and efficiency for future initiatives. 13.6, evolution of cross-branch collaborations. Cross-branch collaborations are dynamic entities that will evolve with the progression of our society. The ethos of this evolution is continual learning, adaptation, and innovation based on the changing needs and aspirations of the citizens. 13.6.1, learning from experience. Every cross-branch collaboration is a learning opportunity. The insights gained from these initiatives, whether they succeed or fail, are valuable in shaping future collaborations. A culture of learning and growth permeates the entire process, encouraging open-mindedness, and adaptability. 13.6.2, adapting to change. Our society is fluid and dynamic, and so too are the cross-branch collaborations. This societal needs, technology, and global trends evolve. These collaborations must adapt to stay relevant and effective. This is facilitated through periodic reviews and updates to collaborative strategies and practices. 13.6.3, fostering innovation. Innovation is a cornerstone of our society, and this spirit extends to cross-branch collaborations. We encourage innovative ideas and approaches in these collaborations, pushing the boundaries of what's possible and continually striving for improvement. 13.6.4, celebrating diversity and inclusion. As a global society, diversity and inclusion are at the heart of our ethos. In cross-branch collaborations, we celebrate the diversity of ideas, perspectives, and experiences, and we strive to create an environment where all citizens feel included and valued. 13.6.5, future forward approach. Ultimately, our cross-branch collaborations are future forward, always looking towards the horizon and planning for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. We are not just reactive. We are proactive in shaping the future of our society. 13.7, dispute resolution in cross-branch collaboration. Even with the best intentions and most thorough planning, disagreements and disputes can arise in cross-branch collaborations. Our approach to dispute resolution is designed to ensure fairness, transparency, and respect for all parties involved. 13.7.1, mediation. The first step in resolving disputes is through mediation, facilitated by a neutral third party. This mediator can be an individual, a council, or even a DAO, specifically designed for this purpose. Their role is to help the parties involved reach a consensus. 13.7.2, arbitration. If mediation fails to resolve the dispute, the issue can be escalated to arbitration. The arbiter will listen to the arguments from both sides and make a binding decision. The arbitration process will follow the rules and procedures outlined by our society to ensure fairness. 13.7.3, voting. In certain cases, disputes may be resolved through a voting process utilizing token S. Shib token, I guess? Token S. This democratic process allows the wider community to weigh in on the dispute, contributing to a resolution that represents the will of the citizens. This should be probably token X. Using token X probably is what they meant. All right. 13.7.4, role of protection branch. Throughout the dispute resolution process, the protection branch plays a crucial role in ensuring the rights and interests of all parties are respected and that the process aligns with the values and principles of our society. 13.7.5, continuous improvement. Post-dispute reviews will be conducted to learn from the situation and improve the dispute resolution process. This ensures that our approach to handling disputes evolves and adapts over time, remaining effective and fair. 5, institutions informational guide. Article 1, introduction. 1.1, purpose of the institutions document. The institutions document delineates the core structure, governance, roles, and responsibilities of the established institutions in our society. It provides an understanding of the nature of these institutions, their operational processes, and their contributions to the economy of our society. Moreover, it establishes guidelines for the initiation of new institutions and their integration within our social fabric. 1.2, definitions. Institutions, quote unquote, refer to entities that contribute directly to our society by allocating funds, bolstering the society's prosperity as they grow in worth, revenue, and market share. These are not confined to those present at the society's inception, but include all entities willing to contribute to society under the set guidelines and agreements. Article 2, proposal submissions. 2.1, vision and mission. A clearly defined vision and mission for the proposed institution. This should include the long-term goals and objectives of the institution and how it aims to contribute to the growth, betterment, and sustainability of the Shiba society. 2.2, value proposition. A detailed explanation of the unique value proposition of the institution, describing how it differentiates itself from existing entities within our society and the potential impact it can have on our ecosystem. 2.3, business plan. A comprehensive business plan outlining the institution's proposed operation strategies, financial projections, and key performance indicators, KPIs. This plan should also detail how the institution will generate revenue and how these funds will be allocated back into the Shiba society. 2.4, governance society. The proposal should provide a clear outline of the institution's proposed governance structure, including the roles and responsibilities of key personnel and decision-making processes, and how the institution will uphold the principles of transparency, accountability, and democratic participation. 2.5, risk assessment and mitigation. A detailed analysis of potential risks associated with the proposed institutions and its operations. This should include plans for mitigating these risks and contingency strategies for unforeseen challenges or setbacks. Article 3, evaluation and approval process. 3.1, initial review. The entrepreneurial branch carries out the initial review of the institution's proposal. This includes evaluating the institution's vision, mission, value proposition, business plan, governance structure, risk mitigation strategies, and its potential contributions to society. 3.2, community feedback and presentation. Alongside the initial review, the proposer presents their institution to the entrepreneurial branch, the protector of decentralization, and the Shiba community. This presentation should provide an overview of the institution, its objectives, its strategies, and its potential value to the Shiba society. The feedback from the community is sought and taken into account during the presentation. 3.3, question and answer and committee deliberation. Following the presentation, the proposer participates in a question and answer session where they respond to queries, concerns from the evaluators. Subsequently, the entrepreneurial branch and the protector of decentralization engage in a deliberation process. This involves a detailed discussion of the institution's proposals, the potential impacts, both positive and negative, and whether the institution aligns with the overall goals and values of the Shiba society. 3.4 voting. After the deliberation, a vote is held among the entrepreneurial branch and the protectors of decentralization. The voting system, did this say protector on top? Yeah, so this right here, protector, I believe this is a typo. It's the second time it did that, and it did it up here too as well. Protector, I think it's protectors. Okay, so that's already like the fifth typo I catch. Protectors of decent. The voting system employs the use of token S, symbolizing the democratic structure of our society. Any concerns raised by the PODs must be adequately addressed before the proposal can proceed to this stage. Notification. Once the vote is complete, the proposer is notified of the decision. If the proposal is approved, the institution can proceed with its operations within the bounds of the agreed upon plan and under the continued oversight of the relevant branches. If the proposal is denied, the proposer is provided with feedback and may choose to refine their proposal and reapply at a later date. 3.6 Appeal process. In case of a dispute or disagreement with the decision, the proposer has the right to appeal. The appeal is heard by a higher branch, cross-branch committee, which reviews the proposal and the reason for its rejection. The committee may choose to uphold or overturn the initial decision. Article 4, governance of institutions. 4.1, institutional board. Each institution will have an institutional board responsible for their institution's management. The board will consist of members elected by the citizens and the institution stakeholders. 4.2, board accountability. The institutional board is accountable for the overall functioning of the institution, ensuring that it adheres to the principles and policies of the Shiba society, and is responsible for the institution's growth, sustainability, and contribution to society. 4.3, regular reporting. Each institution is required to submit regular reports to the entrepreneurial branch and the protectors of decentralization PODs, outlining their activities, performance, and financial status. This requirement ensures transparency and allows for regular checks and balances. Institutional audits. 4.4, institutional audits. Institutions are subject to regular audits by the protectors of decentralization to ensure compliance with the policies and principles of the Shiba society. Non-compliance may lead to penalties or revocation of institutional status, depending on the severity of the violation. 4.5, community engagement. Institutions are encouraged to actively engage with the Shibisan community through open forums, discussions, and consultations. This allows the Shibasans to voice their opinions and feedback, fostering a sense of ownership and active participation. 4.6, dispute resolution. In case of disputes or conflicts within an institution, the protectors of decentralization will conduct investigations and propose resolutions. The resolution must be endorsed by the consensus amongst the PODs, maintaining the highest standards of transparency and accountability. Section 5, oversight and conflict resolution. The Shiba society is committed to maintaining the integrity and fairness of its institutions. This commitment is reflected in its robust oversight mechanism and conflict resolution procedures. 5.1, regular monitoring. All institutions are subject to regular monitoring by the protectors of decentralization, PODs. This encompasses the evaluation of reports, financial audits, and random checks to guarantee institutions' alignment with the Shiba society's principles and policies. 5.2, conflict resolution. The PODs are the main arbitrators for disputes within and in between institutions. Their jurisdiction includes conflicts between various stakeholder groups or between different institutions. Investigations led by the PODs result in resolutions grounded in fairness, transparency, and the overarching interest of the Shiba society. 5.3, penalties for non-compliance. Institutions not adhering to the society's principles and policies might incur penalties. The gravity of the penalty directly corresponds to the violation's degree, with potential consequences ranging from fines paid in Shiba tokens to outright revocation of institutional status. 5.4, protectors of decentralization PODs. Tasked with investigations and conflict resolutions, the PODs operate under the protection branch, governed by token B. Is that bone token? I don't get why they're doing an S or Shib token, bone token. These individuals selected based on unparalleled expertise and ethics ensure their investigations are rooted in neutrality, fairness, and privacy. Actions suggested by the pods mandate a consensus among them, cementing the procedures, transparency, and accountability. 5.4.1 Auditing of pods. To preserve the Shiba Society's integrities, pods are audited with greater intensity and frequency by the special committee within the protection branch. Any deviation from the society's principles or the pod's directives can trigger disciplinary measures against the erring pod. With these rigorous oversights and conflict resolution systems in place, the Shiba Society ensures the preservation of our society's cornerstones: decentralization, transparency, and fairness. It amplifies our dedication to fostering a nurturing, inclusive, and productive milieu for all Shibisans. Section 6, Institution Dissolution. 6.1, Voluntary Dissolution. Institutions complementing dissolution for the Shiba Society's greater good can tender a voluntary dissolution request to the entrepreneurial and protection branches. 6.2, Involuntary Dissolution. Certain conditions might trigger an institution's involuntary dissolution, especially if it recurrently breaches society's guidelines, fails in its duties, or jeopardizes the Shiba Society's stability and image. 6.3, dissolution procedure. The dissolution is structured to maximize fairness and transparency while minimizing Shiba Society's disruption. This involves a systematic cessation of the institution's activities, setting dues, and judiciously liquidating its assets. 6.4, Appeal. Against an involuntary dissolution verdict, institutions retain the right to appeal. Such appeals are scrutinized by a superior cross-branch committee for justness. 6.5, Aftermath. Subsequent to dissolution, retrospective analysis of the institution's life cycle aid in refining society's guidelines and oversight measures. 6.6, reapplication. After a stipulated cooling period, leaders or affiliates of voluntary dissolved institutions can propose a new entity, provided it resonates with the society's ethos and values. This segment ensures the dissolution process, albeit rare, maintains the highest standards of orderliness, transparency, and fairness, enriching the society with invaluable lessons. Section 7, changes to the institution structure. 7.1, proposal for change. Every Shibisan possesses the right to suggest modifications to an institution structure, contingent on a plausible justification and an envisioned benefit to Shiba Society. 7.2, evaluation of proposal. Change proposals undergo meticulous scrutiny by the entrepreneurial and protection branches, a process mirroring institution creation to ensure alignment with the society's core tenets. 7.3, voting. Passing the evaluation phase, the proposed change is put to a vote among the entrepreneurial and protection branches. A majority consensus brings the change to fruition. 7.4, implementation of change. Structural changes are meticulously executed to avert disruptions, entailing clear communication, transitional strategies, and contingency planning. 7.5, review. Post-implementation, the change undergoes an evaluation phase to discern its impact and introduce any indispensable adjustments. The guidance in this section solidifies the society's resilience, ensuring it remains adaptive, ready to embrace and effectuate beneficial structural changes. Section 8, periodic review and continuous improvement. 8.1, annual review. Annually, both the entrepreneurial and protection branches review all institutions, focusing on their performance, societal contributions, and fidelity to the Shib Society's ideals. 8.2, feedback collection. Shibisans are periodically consulted for feedback, offering insights into potentially enhancement areas. 8.3, continuous improvement process. Institutions are advocated to champion a culture of ceaseless improvement, emphasizing self-assessment, feedback, solicitation, and incremental enhancements. 8.4, sharing of best practices. Institutions are motivated to share their best methodologies, fostering collective learning and growth within the Shiba Society. Shibisanship. Shibisanship rights, responsibilities, and procedures. Introduction. 1.1, purpose. The purpose of the Shibisanship document is to detail the rights, responsibilities, and procedures linked to membership within the Shiba state. This serves as, and I have to say just one thing that's bothering me, Shiba state should be capitalized state every time they use it together. This serves as both a guide for those seeking Shibisanship and an emphasis on the variety of roles Shibisans play in shaping the society. 1.2 definition. A Shibisan is any individual recognized as a member of the Shiba state. This recognition can come through various avenues, such as birthright or through active societal contribution. However, the true essence of a Shibisan is their adherence to the society's ethos and guiding principles. 2. Acquisition of Shibisanship. Shibisanship can be achieved through either birth or active contribution. Acceptance of the society's governing regulations also paves the way to become a Shibisan. This can be done in a digital fashion and can be verified via credentials. Rights and privileges of a Shibisan. Every Shibisan is entitled to specific rights and privileges. This encompasses participation in societal decision-making, tapping into communities' resources, and possibly earning rewards for significant contributions. 4. Responsibilities of a Shibisan. All Shibisans are entrusted with the responsibility to abide by the society's code of ethics and to partake in its advancement and prosperity. 5. Karma and reputation system. The karma and reputation system plays a pivotal role within the society. It ensures that Shibisans' actions are aligned with the societal values, with consequences in place for deviance. 6. Dual Shibisanship. Shibisanship isn't limited to just the Shiba state. Recognition of dual ship membership addresses the coexistence and contributions of Shibisans in both digital realms and real-world entities. 7. Shibarians. Shibarians, while not full-fledged Shibisans, are those who interact with Shiba platforms and offering without the rights of Shibisanship. While they enjoy certain freedoms, they are bound by the Shiba state regulations during their interactions. 8. Sovereignty and international relations. The Shiba state is a sovereign entity spanning various digital and real-life domains, including the expansive metaverse and super app, Shiba. Shibisans, through the self-sovereign identity system, retain control over their lives and their engagements, both within and outside the society. This digital statehood of the Shiba state is defined by its operational status rather than external affirmation. The society's focus remains on ensuring the welfare of its Shibisans, solidifying its internal structure and fostering beneficial relations with external entities. 7. Amending the Shib paper preamble. The cornerstone of any thriving society lies in its adaptability. To ensure that our decentralized society remains aligned with evolving times, this document delineates the method to amend our constitution, allowing us to consistently reevaluate and modify our foundational norms and guidelines. Article 1, Proposal of Amendments. Section 1.1, Shibisan Rights. Every Shibisan, regardless of their role or contributions, holds the prerogative to suggest changes to the Constitution. Section 1.2, Formal Proposal. All suggestions for changes needs to be detailed in writing, pinpointing the exact sections targeted for amendment and substantiating the reasons for such changes. Section 1.3, Public Discussion. Proposals give rise to a specific period where Shibisans can review, discuss, and deliberate on the projected changes, fostering a collective understanding. Article 2, Voting on Amendments. Section 2.1, Legislative Role. The Constitution's amendments will be first screened and deliberated upon our society's legislative branch. Section 2.2, Supermajority Rule. A 2/3 supermajority from the legislative branch voting members is necessary for an amendment's acceptance. Every member possesses a single voting right in this process. Section 2.3, Additional Approval. Beyond the legislative branch's nod, an amendment also necessitates a 2/3 supermajority endorsement from the society's other 3 branches. Each member in these branches too has a singular vote. This fourfold approval solidifies the amendment. Section 2.4, Transparency. In ensuring an open and accountable approach, every vote concerning constitutional changes will be accessible for public scrutiny. Article 3, Implementing Amendments. Section 3.1, Implementation timeframe. Following an amendment's endorsement, its integration into the Constitution will be expedited as quickly as possible. Section 3.2, Record of Amendments. Each and every change made to the Constitution will be systematically documented, with the most recent version always accessible to the Shibisans. Article 4, Protection of Fundamental Rights. Section 4.1, Inviolability. Our Constitution is designed for adaptability but remains unyielding in its commitment to foundational principles encapsulated in the quote-unquote Great Canine Code. Elements like universal equality and respect, technological responsibility, and rights to digital sovereignty and identity stand immutable. 8. Emergency protocols of the decentralized society of Shibisens. Preamble. Emergencies, though often unforeseen, are a part of the complexities of existence. Recognizing the ever-present possibility of events that might challenge our unified strength and impede the fluid operation of our society, we have established this document, rooted in our foundational virtues of transparency, honesty, collaborative involvement, and decentralized administration. These emergency protocols stand ready for rapid deployment, all the while preserving the democratic spirit we cherish. All protocols will be delineated and set to place during the foundational year of our society. Article 1, emergency identification and notification. The imperative during a crisis is the timely and precise dissemination of information. Emerging automated notification systems, community-led reporting, and specialized communication channels, we aim to promptly recognize and update all citizens regarding emergent situations. Vigilance will be maintained against false alerts and misinformation, ensuring accuracy at all times. Article 2, emergency powers. Crises may demand the rapid deployment of decisions, leading to the temporary bestowal of emergency powers. Although given on a short-term basis, these powers are under constant oversight. Their initiation requires a supermajority consensus from all branches of our state, and they remain open to scrutiny by the judiciary. Explicit boundaries delineating the range, tenure, and scope of these powers will be set to preclude any potential overreach. Article 3, emergency response teams. Dedicated Shibisen squads will be on standby for various potential crises, comprising specialists spanning domains such as cybersecurity, technical support, governance, and mediation. These teams will either be chosen by democratic Shibisen consensus or based on demonstrable expertise. Actions undertaken during emergencies will remain transparent, maintaining answerability at every juncture. Article 4, recovery and review. Following a crisis, a rigorous review mechanism will scrutinize the incident, extracting lessons to fortify future responses. This introspection will be enriched by community dialogues, transparent sharing of findings, and collective voting on any suggested modifications to existing protocols or society dynamics. Article 5, continuity plans. Unwavering in our commitment to uninterrupted societal operation, contingency measures will be enforced, whether through auxiliary systems, alternate network nodes, or any other requisite arrangements. Our objective is to ascertain that vital functions persist through crises, minimizing societal and individual disruptions. In constructing these protocols, our ambition lies in forging a robust and proactive society, adept in crisis response, while upholding democratic ideals and the shared prosperity of the Shibisens. 9. Perpetuity of the decentralized state of Shibisens. Preamble. Conceived with unwavering dedication to decentralization, fairness, and equality, this state is a testament to our aspiration for everlasting existence. We, the Shibisens, encompassing both digital and physical realms, pledge our shared responsibility to safeguard the enduring success and flourishing of our state. In lieu of pondering its dissolution, this document is a resolute affirmation of our devotion to erecting a society robust enough to persistently weather change and flourish amidst it. Article 1, collective duty for perpetuity. Every Shibisen inherently holds a duty, a responsibility that extends to the perennial survival and thriving of our society. This encompasses active engagement in societal matters, unwavering allegiance to our code of conduct, contributing to the mutual digital and physical resources, and an underlying quest for knowledge and wisdom to uplift our community. Article 2, autonomous and decentralized governance. Incorporating an intrinsic design of autonomy and decentralization, our society stands resilient against the perils of centralized authorities' collapse. Governed by an intricate mesh of structures, algorithms, and protocols, our society thrives on the collective intellect and spirit participation of its Shibisens. Article 3, adaptability and evolution. In our pursuit to remain pertinent and efficient amidst shifting terrains, our society is meticulously crafted to imbibe, adapt, and evolve. Frameworks facilitating societal edification, innovation, and constitutional refinement are diligently operationalized, ensuring our society's innate capability to overcome adversities and secure its future relevance. I got to read that again. I'm sorry. Frameworks facilitating societal edification, innovation, and constitutional refinements are diligently operationalized, ensuring our society's innate capability to overcome adversities and secure its future relevance. Article 4, continuous education and enlightenment. The very essence of our society's prosperity and perseverance rests upon the collective wisdom, competencies, and comprehension of every citizen. We adherently champion a culture steeped in ceaseless learning, knowledge dissemination, and shared enlightenment. Each citizen is wholeheartedly implored to embark on this relentless voyage of enlightenment and growth. Article 5, sustainable and responsible practices. In our voyage towards eternal existence, sustainability stands paramount. We adherently advocate for judicious engagements in our digital and physical realms, champion the conscientious utilization of resources, and fervently back endeavors championing environmental conservation and safeguarding. Article 6, resilience and security. Our societal architecture is envisioned with inherent resilience, enabling us to tackle challenges, disputes, and crisis head-on. The robustness of our security measures, state-of-the-art blockchain technology, coupled with the unwavering vigilance of the citizens, acts as the bulwark, preserving the sanctity and integrity of our society. By embracing these tenets, we solemnly reiterate our allegiance to the unending existence of our decentralized community. As citizens, we shoulder the collective duty to steer our society towards a horizon marked by peace, equilibrium, and affluence, not to wane, but to perennially flourish.
Yeah, we are from the top of
Financial Code of the Decentralized State of Citizens. Preamble. The Financial Code embodies the principles and standards directing the fiscal undertakings and exchanges within our societal ecosystem. Comprehensive in its scope, this code elaborates on the modus operandi of the full reserve system, the orchestration of community endowments and loans, and the intricacies of the token interchange. Article 1, full reserve system. Central to our economic model, the society predominantly operates on a full reserve banking framework for its primary tokens, Shib, Bone, Leash, and Treat, as well as any prospective tokens to be inducted into the Shiba Inu ecosystem. This signifies that the cumulative value of these circulating tokens must consistently be buttressed by an asset reserve managed through sophisticated smart contracts on our blockchain. This ensures meticulous, transparent, and accountable asset management. Notably, preceding our inception, a substantial share of these assets has been equitably apportioned amongst the global populace. In numerous instances, the full reserve is implicit rather than explicit. Contrary to the more conventional fractional reserve paradigm, our cardinal financial system leans heavily on the full reserve model. However, both the society and its citizens recognize and unequivocally reserve the prerogative to harness diverse economic structures, aiming for societal enhancement. While certain establishments and entities might adopt banking modalities divergent from full reserves, such practices, albeit with these or alternate tokens, transcend the ambit of this foundational financial construct. To fortify the robustness and reliability of our financial scaffold, we advocate for assets to be entrenched on-chain, securely within smart wallets or under self-custody. Article 2, multiple currency revenue. Even as our society heralds a token-centric economy, we fervently champion revenue genesis across a plethora of currencies. This multi-currency foray invigorates our economic fabric, thereby augmenting its resilience and vigor. Article 3, community grants and loans. A testament to our unwavering commitment to innovation, mutual benefaction, and societal progression, we wish to see various mechanisms of community endowments and loans tailored to empower citizens in their contributions to societal tapestry. The adjudication process for this dispersal of these grants and loans is inherently participative, egalitarian, and transparent, guaranteeing an unbiased opportunity spectrum for citizens. We look forward to the implementation of this structure using the various implementations within the Shib paper in full. Article 4, financial transparency and anonymity. A ledger of all financial maneuvers and transactions finds its place on our blockchain, Shibarium, epitomizing our commitment to utmost transparency and accountability. This allows citizens an unfettered view into the fiscal heartbeat of our society, thereby fostering trust and safeguarding the integrity of our financial ecosystem. In juxtaposition, valuing the privacy and security of our citizens, these records remain unattached to any individual citizen, championing the cause of anonymity. Article 5, sustainable financial practices. Consonant with our societal pledge towards sustainability, we inherently encourage citizens to champion sustainable financial practices. This encompasses, quote unquote, do your own research, judicious investment, consumption paradigms, and resource allocation, synergistically contributing to the enduring fiscal vitality of our society and citizens. By embracing this code in its entirety, we cement the foundations of a just, transparent, and resilient financial infrastructure indispensable for the flourishing of our decentralized society. 11, global analytics document. Preamble. As an autonomous, decentralized digital state, we stand by our pledge to offer transparency coupled with a thorough analysis of our activities. This spans measures ranging from gross domestic product, GDP, and gross national product, GNP, to other classical economic indicators. Article 1, Great Minds Framework Analytics. Section 1.1, Governance. At its core, the system diligently tracks policy resolutions, referendum outcomes, administrative actions, and other facets of governance. Such data is pivotal in gauging the potency of our governance edifice, pinpointing potential areas for refinement and steering forthcoming policy propositions. Section 1.2, Rules. A vigilant collection of data related to rule adherence inclusive of any branches and resultant repercussions is consistently undertaken. This crucial practice upholds the tenets of equity and accountability while fostering the continuous enhancement of our societal regulations and modus operandi. Section 1.3, Economy. Every economic transaction and activity stands recorded, facilitating computations of metrics like GDP, GNP, and various other economic indices. Such data serves as the bedrock for economic strategy formulation, further championing our commitment to economic openness and justice. Section 1.4, Area, represents territories within the metaverse that function as zones for different activities. These could be economic zones, social zones, educational areas, or each area might have its unique rules or characteristics. Herein, we can analyze things like housing, change in metaverse lands value. Housing, change in metaverse lands value. Okay. Section 1.5, Technology. Systematic monitoring of the adoption and efficacy of our societal technological framework is paramount. Such insight buttress technological progression and upkeep, thereby catalyzing our society's trajectory towards prosperity. Section 1.6, Membership. Data encompassing citizen engagement in societal undertakings, their seminal contributions, and their utilization of societal assets is scrupulously cataloged. This intel is invaluable in galvanizing member involvement and guides determinations pertaining to membership policies and privileges. Section 1.7, Infrastructure. By consistently capturing metrics related to the deployment and health of our society's infrastructure, we stay ahead in infrastructure, orchestration, and upkeep, ensuring the judicious allocation of societal assets. Section 1.8, Nationhood. We keep a close eye on elements pertaining to our society's ethos and solidarity, encompassing participation in societal milestones and interacting on the global stage. Such insights fortify the preservation and magnification of our cherished culture and identity. Section 1.9, Diplomacy. Our system diligently logs our diplomatic endeavors with external bodies, encapsulating pacts, disagreements, and synergies. This is instrumental in fine-tuning our external relations, perpetuating our commitment to harmonious coexistence with diverse entities. Section 110.10, Security. Metrics pertaining to our society's security, incidents, and countermeasures find their way into our logs. This robust practice reinforces our society's dedication to safety, ensuring a harmonious and secure milieu for every Shibisan. In each of these domains, data assimilation and evaluation is executed with utmost respect for the privacy and anonymity of our Shibisans. Only anonymized and general zoomed out quote unquote activities will be available to the outside world. The revelations gleaned from this data are foundational in our ceaseless quest to refine our society congruent with our enduring values and aspirations. Final words from the author. So here we stand, a little over Shib year 3. And yes, that counts to make this document valid. And we have a full charter, the Shiba Chada, as one of our advisors calls it. The point of a document this large is not to give you reading material for days, but instead to serve as the bedrock that will stand for generations as we build a better future. It seems to many in the world, so many in the world know something must be done to save the world, quote unquote, and no one seems to know what to do. Now a framework for a better world is here, a system, process, and set of technologies combined in a fashion to allow a new world to emerge, decentralized and remain perpetually. This is my greatest work and gift to the world, and now it's yours. Who are you? What role will you take in this new system? Gamer, influencer, family man or woman, hard worker, tired of BS before Shib, or will you bring your existence, business on chain and help us grow our GNP? Will you become a council person or lead an initiative? The choice is up to you, but destiny waits for no one. So pick up the quote unquote banner and wave it. As stated in this document, this isn't an immediate fix. I expect at least a year to complete, ratify, finalize an early version of this document. And at that time, with the finalization of Ryoshi's other principles and keys, we will emerge as a full state, Shiba state. Hopefully, at that time, year 4 SY, so 4 Shiba year, we will have an amazing ShibaCon. I've always believed that if I worked hard enough, built something truly fantastic for the world, and did my best to be righteous in the process, doing my best, I'd be blessed beyond compare, and surely this is the fate you've afforded me and the team of decentralized people, tools, and communities we align with. For those who stood from the beginning, putting in endless hours, hashtag when this document lives on and our system grows and prospers, you or anybody deems it prudent to enrich us, we will leave new public prosperity wallets below for you to do so. I thank you in advance. It's with my fullest heart, once again, I write you and join amongst your ranks as a proud Shibasan of our new state. Hail Shib, sincerely, Shy. There it is. There's Shy. About the author, one of the greatest minds of our time. Shy is one of the most interesting anonymous beings on the planet, leading, quote unquote, as some would say, one of the most popular cryptocurrencies on the planet. He is the architect of the world's first, the Shiba state. This structure is a decentralized state built upon the ethos and tokens of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Also by Satoshi, I am a creative. This is only the first of many things I will produce for my own well-being and the betterment of our society. Hell Shib, 44 tenets to triumph in crypto, a beginner's guide to not get wrecked, quote unquote, in crypto. Hailed as the quote unquote crypto Bible, this document combines the wisdom of the ancient and crypto knowledge only someone at Shy status can provide. Pre-sales are now available in a special collector's edition signed by the mysterious Satoshi Kusama, and it comes with a special fragrance valued at 1/8 or standard versions on Amazon. This book is a must-have in your library or e-collection. Okay, so there it is in its entirety. I know you guys probably thought I wasn't going to do it, but I am Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army. Just came at you, and I absolutely was going to do it. Come on, people. You know I was going to do it. The ultimate meme, the Shiba state, the genesis of the Shiba state, the Shib paper. There you have it. I know this was extremely long. I myself knew it was going to take long. I didn't think it was going to take this long, but I rather read it to you guys than have you guys be completely unaware and not participate in reading it. You guys need to know this. So with that said, if you got any value from this, if you made it this far, hit the sub, leave a comment, hit the bell for notifications because some of my stuff is time sensitive and urgent. And as always, I'm Bone Army. You're Bone Army. We are Bone Army. I'm the Shiba state. You're the Shiba state. We are the Shiba state. Appreciate you guys, and I'm out.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Let me see that one come. Let's see where you're at. No. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Damn. It's good better than me, I can tell. Oh, fuck it, huh? Yeah, let me get your part. Oh, fuck. That's what I get for not paying attention. My bad. Damn. Oh, shit, I have something to do. Go back to lobby real quick.